Frost crunches underneath the feet of the blue-skinned elf. There's 1,000 places she would rather be right now. But here she was, waiting on a group of dwarves to bring her a weapon that could save her people. Maybe all the people. The Baroness begins its descent from the clouds towards the ice-covered mountains of the North Wall archipelago. Hopefully this would be a short stop, but something gnawing at the back of her mind is telling her otherwise. You guys are down in what you believe to be a forge temple for the sea elves, whose society was sunk beneath the waves when they crafted a world-ending weapon that you believe could be used to kill Dagon, the elder being who is currently taking over your oceans. You went down into this place with your new crab friend. I did not put him in here. Oh my gosh, crab buddy. What's that guy's name?
Herman.
Herman, that's right.
Herman the Merman.
Yeah.
I can't.
Oh man, I gotta apply all my effects.
I know.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so you can fill up the entire DM combat tracker with 8 million miles of text.
Yep.
I hate that so much. I hope they write an extension for me to not see it in the combat
It's the best mini game in Fantasy Grounds Unity
tracker to hide it. So, all right.
Best mini game ever. It's not actually affecting my abilities on the main page.
It might not. It might not.
Good.
I mean, it might still affect it, but it just doesn't notify it.
Yeah, maybe.
Like just roll an attack and see if it.
I guess.
Hold on, my Fantasy Grounds is not responding.
Oh no, Fantasy Grounds.
Did you set your strength to 15?
No.
Oh, I'm looking at Mav. That hill giant strength. What does that do? Strength 15?
No, it adds 15 strength to me.
15.
Oh, that's okay.
Because it sets my strength to like 21, but there's no way to just set it.
Yeah.
So
wait, what was your strength at before?
Probably didn't have any.
Actually, it might be 23 because I think I have a... No, I do have a 6.
How did you even...
I don't know.
I have a 9 strength.
Yeah, but that makes
I'm a little
sense.
guy.
Cool.
He's a dwarf. He's a big, strong dwarf.
Okay.
A bird dwarf.
Cool.
I'm not a strong dwarf.
Yeah, clearly.
All right. Herman's in there.
Herman the Merman.
I don't have a cool token for him this week yet. Or do I? I might actually. The token system is much cooler, but works really wonky. Like you can make subfolders in your token folder for all of the categories of tokens now. It's pretty sweet. So I got PC tokens and party tokens, NPC tokens, Disney tokens, all of that. But I haven't. Oh, I do have the Crawdad token.
Yeah, Crawdaddy.
But I haven't moved all of my tokens over yet.
How do you get rid of it though? Well,
So
that's not good.
And
Herman. About that.
There he is.
Can you get rid of these? What is it?
All right, and you guys.
Okay.
You got down in this dungeon. You just started exploring. You found this pool of strange shifting water, and somebody just decided to outright attack it.
That's right. That's right. Who did that?
Ryan
You did. And you made the merman come out.
No, it wasn't me.
And the
No,
water,
I did not.
the water
That was
began.
you.
It's Tony.
I didn't attack anything. I don't attack things.
No, it was Thanak.
I don't think it was.
Yeah, it was.
Pretty sure it was.
I don't honestly. I don't remember.
Pretty sure
Yeah.
you just blurted out, "I hit it."
Yeah, pretty sure
water's
that's
moving.
exactly how
And
it
I said,
happened.
"I hit it," and I think I said, "Are you sure?" And you yelled, "I said it."
And then a water weird came out and it
No.
ate you, and now you're gone.
I might be the
forever.
one who likes to war and follow the Kren way. It doesn't mean I always exercise that, though. You do it far more often than I do.
All I know is we ended with a figure beginning to form out of the water.
Listen,
Good job,
whoever
Matt.
did it, it's not important, okay?
It is
Oh yeah,
actually.
no, it's not important.
Oh yeah, let's start it off right.
Oh, are we rolling initiative? Oh yeah,
I mean-
well we already rolled initiative last. Yeah, but
It's
I don't
gone.
think it did.
I don't
Hey-oh.
think we did.
And so this water swirls around for a minute as you're all rolling initiative. It takes form, and
Is it friendly or is it foe?
it does not look like it's going to be friendly.
hey, I don't remember who has Gorgon.
I don't remember who has map, or do we not need map?
I don't
I have
have a
map.
I mean, I have a Wargong. I
haven't
don't
used
remember
mine.
anybody. I don't think anybody's used it.
Okay, so I'm gonna apply this to everyone then.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's used the Wargong.
I don't think it matters, but my total was a 27.
That's so.
I gave
that's so many quicknesses.
I mean, I
aid
rolled.
at a.
Ooh, they put a nice, very clear to see red ring around combatants now.
Combatants.
Like when
Oh,
it's
look at
their.
that.
Wow.
Did you open up the map yet?
Oh, there it is.
Perfect, thank you.
Ta-da!
Popped right away.
Yep. Pop
Oh,
right
Oh,
out.
that's
look at
so
this
nice.
sweetness. Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh man,
Love it.
that's way worse than that's.
Wow, the map movement is very granular.
It sucks. I hope they.
It could be a
Fix it.
little. It could be a little
Quicker.
peppier, a little
Yeah.
snappier. Yeah.
Well, it's faster to zoom in and out with the scroll and just
Yeah.
move it that way.
Sure.
But that's
Sure
also
it is.
stupid. So, Jeffrey, you're up. This thing looks extraordinarily angry that it was just attacked.
Huh.
Lair of the Great Beholder.
Oh, that's the name of the dungeon that you're in.
Yeah.
I
Beholder.
thought it's the Beholderer.
Yeah.
So Thanak just did a bad and woke this thing up and woke it up with fervor. How far am I from it? It doesn't actually show me anymore. Boo.
I might not have the grid set yet.
Oh,
Fine, if we're gonna go that I woke it up, then I should get an attack on it.
I
No,
mean,
it's got the
I
grid
don't think
set.
that's how that works.
if he attacked it, then yeah.
How else would I wake it up?
No,
Whenever you
I
guys are
believe
sleeping
that
and it's time to wake you up, I hit you.
you said that you didn't do it.
I know, then if I didn't do it, then it's still asleep.
Okay, if you draw an arrow, they look really cool now.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was
that
noticing
is
that
kinda
also
cool.
by hovering over everyone who's selected on attacking our
Yeah,
target. That's
but-
awesome. It's kind of neat. It's the little things.
Yeah.
Just little things. Yeah. It's always neat to see new stuff.
Yeah. I'm just gonna. So is it like I know we've been picking on Adam, but does it look as though it is mad specifically at Thanak or at all of us?
Make an insight check at disadvantage because you're doing it quickly on your turn.
Yeah. Yeah. 16.
Good grief. You rolled a 3 and got a 16. It just looks generally angry.
Okay. I'm gonna cast it on myself. I'm just gonna touch myself and cast protection from good and evil. And then I'm gonna bonus action inspire Thanak. Be like, hey, go mess him up, and I'm gonna crack him on the butt.
Go
So
get
have an
'em,
inspiration.
buddy.
Okay. And that's the end of your turn?
I'm gonna back up a little bit so I can still see everybody. Can I half corner it, or do I have to move all the way around? Wait, actually,
If
it
you-
gives me my line of sight. I still have line of sight into the room. That's fun. Okay. I just want cover.
Alright. Yeah, it's pretty generous with the corners looking around stuff.
Yeah, I see that. That's crazy.
And that just might be where I have the Fog of War line set.
Oh, that's fair. But that's what I'll. That's where I'll.
Yeah. Okay. So that brings up its turn, and it bellows out in a gurgly but deep voice, "Forest creatures," something like that. But if I do that all night, then I will not be able to talk. So I'm not gonna. But he's got that kind of voice, and he says, "You dare disturb my slumber? Feel my wrath." Tony,
Yes.
click the button.
Click the button.
The next button.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mike's gonna do this for us.
No, we were just talking earlier about how you're pretty stringent with the guys online about button clicking,
I know.
and you didn't click the button, so I just thought it was cool. Let's see. So he aims both of his hands, one at Thanok and one at Othig, and I need you both to make dexterity saving throws, as you are blasted with jets of water. That's a fail.
Take that.
Oh, add half proc, which is 2. I always forget to do this.
You have
so
an
I get to do
inspiration,
this.
Thanok. It's a D8
Ow.
or a D10. D10. I think I'm a D10 now.
Hiya!
That's a lot of damage. You should use your
Points of water
should use
damage,
your
and you are
inspiration.
pushed
How many?
38 for Adam, for
Whoa.
Thanok, and then Othig, you are going to take 23. Thanok, you are pushed 30 feet backwards as well.
That's a long ways.
And then he is going to.
Oh, it does show my distance from him. That's exciting. Is Mike breaking up for anybody else, or is it just me?
I don't know that he is breaking up.
Oh, okay.
If he is, I can't tell.
I can't hear him at all now. I also can't
Did you
hear
guys
Adam.
get that?
No.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay, he really is breaking up.
Yeah. I've been having bad internet connection all day, so every once in a while I'm going to pause out. Oh, you all dropped.
Yeah.
Yep.
Warning. Network noble connection no longer noble. What does that mean?
Don't know.
I enjoy that my network connection is no longer noble.
I mean, basically that it's just a commoner. Commoners don't get to play Fantasy Ground Unity.
Ooh, it's Thor. Hi, Thor. What a good boy. How's the other one holding up? Is he still being a butthole?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Although Thor and Zoe have been getting into it lately.
Yeah, is that why he's got the bloody spot on his nose?
No, that's actually birthmark.
Oh,
Here.
okay. I meant on top.
That?
Yeah.
It's also birthmark.
Okay.
Oh, that's where I punch him.
Oh, that.
No, who would punch my puppy?
I mean,
Clearly
Zoe
you.
would.
Yeah.
Zoe has clear discourse to punch him.
I'm just speaking truth, man.
So awful.
Whoa.
Who am I hearing?
You're probably hearing Nikki.
I was like, I hear a female voice. That's all I know.
You guys still can't get back in?
It is attempting to resolve connection to
I mean,
server.
it hasn't failed yet, but it says it's still basically trying to connect.
Hasn't succeeded either.
Gross.
So my neighbors upstairs, their shower is dripping constantly, and I can hear it hitting like their tub lining and making that thump 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 all day, right above my office. It is so insane.
Awful.
It's awful.
Yeah.
It's absolutely awful. I don't think you guys are Connection
No.
lost to cloud service. That's what I'm being told. So,
Well, if you can't reach the cloud, it's basically a crapshoot.
Who
'Cause
can
everything's
you?
on the cloud nowadays.
I am going to pop out of this. I'm going to return to launcher. Let's try and connect a different avenue. I will give you my external IP. They did away with the passphrases. So sad.
Yeah, I know.
So sad. I loved passphrases. Give me a sec to load back up. And we'll see if you can get
Something
in.
like 53,000 something. Can't remember what it said. Do we need the port or not?
Port should be 1802.
Okay.
I haven't changed it, so I'll let you know as soon as I'm up.
Oh, that was aggressive. What was that noise?
And if this doesn't
Was that
work,
also
we'll just
Nikki?
Pop back
No.
up.
I'm thinking that's the puppy.
That was the
yawn.
puppy.
Yeah.
I was like, that was a very disgruntled noise.
Oh, that's
Me
lame.
just so sad. I don't have a Facebook. I can't log in.
I don't want to
Yeah, I
log into
don't-
Facebook.
I don't want you to log into Facebook. I just want you to watch
Well,
the video.
yeah, that's obviously what you're making me try to do.
You
No,
you
I'm not.
legit just completely got rid of yours? Is that?
I deleted it.
Oh,
It is gone.
I didn't know that. Why'd you do that?
Okay, I'm up and
You know
running.
how much happier my life is?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Smart. That's why he did
How about
it.
this? How about this? Why don't you ask yourself how you're doing today,
Me?
and then ask yourself how Andy is doing today?
I'm gonna guess that I'm in a better frame of mind than he is, but I'm also way less stressed out than he is.
I don't know. I
Guys.
took the day off.
I'm up and running.
I took the day off. I didn't work.
Dude, good for you, man.
Try and
That's
get in,
awesome.
please.
I'm attempting to get it. No, so I had to
Tony,
go through my
did-
vacation days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm taking off every Thursday and Friday for November and December.
Nice.
Plus
Nice.
3 weeks. 1 in
Nice.
November and 2 in December.
Attaboy. Good for you.
So January's gonna suck. And come back and actually do the work, but
Doesn't look like you guys are getting in, huh?
Attempting
Appear.
direct connection to server uncapable.
Oh god, that's stupid.
Okay, let me try and change another setting. And if this doesn't work, we'll hop back over to Classic. We've barely done anything tonight, so.
True. I just want to join one of these other people's random games that are on here. They
Yeah.
all look so interesting. Rise
Like-
of the Drow. Let's beat up
there's a lot that
Thomas.
don't have locks on.
Sexy Strahd.
Yeah.
I want
Are
to
you
play.
really
I
not
want to.
surprised though?
I want to
Yeah,
play.
I don't really want to get into a guy's game or a gal's game that doesn't trim their player list. Oh, thanks.
I just want to go in and just start rolling dice, which is the reason you don't want to join those games.
It's not really any different than like TeamSpeak servers or any other like chat program servers or IRC servers or
Let's
People
kill
just
Jim.
don't use
That sounds like a
passwords.
fun game. I
the-
definitely want to play in Let's Kill Jim. That sounds like a fun game.
Hand to Commander 42.
Hey,
Yeah.
there you go.
I mean, at least you know what the goal of the game is.
Killing
And
Jim.
Yeah, I mean, you, like
Oh,
you don't have to ask.
There's
Like,
one
you
that just says NSFW. Not going in there.
Nope.
I don't know if that's worse or better than Sexy Strahd.
right. Go ahead and try again, guys.
Oh,
With the
I'm
with
still
the
actually
IP
with
name.
Unity or
With the IP. Yeah, still in Unity with the IP. Andy's in.
I can connect using the name again. I
Oh,
didn't need the IP.
nice.
I used the IP and it does not seem to be working.
The name works fine.
Interesting.
yeah, the name's working again.
Refresh.
Acquiring file list.
So also, you can obviously see where some of my like non-connective lines are in the when you get the map back up, you can see where like there's a small gap in the fog of war because lines of sight just go blasting through them. You see them cut through the walls. Tony is connecting.
Yeah.
I thought I saw that, but I was zoomed in much too far to notice anything else. I want to mess around with this UI, but I don't know what the default is, so I'm scared to do anything. I'm guessing it's 100, but
Just type UI volume off.
I don't think that's how that works. I don't think the UI has volume.
I mean, you could try.
It's
I mean,
not
volume is a unit of measurement.
That's not a real command.
Measurement's a unit of measurement.
It is.
There are 7 measurements.
Can you name?
Sure. Length and width.
Good job.
Girth.
Girth
Girth
units.
units.
Girth units.
Girth units. I freaking love that one.
Everybody, let me know when you're ready.
I'm in.
What if you take the box and step on the scale, and then weigh you and the box subtract your own weight, get off the scale? That's so good.
Okay, so everybody in and ready then?
Yeah.
I'm in, but it's
Define
loading.
ready.
Well, don't be
It's-
angry about it.
The Windows circle is
He's just mad because he got blasted with water by the Myrmidon.
Myrmidon. I feel like you don't know what that word means.
He looks like a Don. He looks like Don Vito, and he's a mermaid. It's Myrmidon.
But Adam's
He's
right,
just the
that's not
Myrmidon
actually
to
what
the
that word
face.
means.
I bet he uses his
That is a real
vibrato
word,
by
but that's not what
juggling
it
his
is.
chin.
It's got a kind of a Boss Nass feel.
What's Boss Nass?
It's kind of a Gungan.
Gungan.
Hey, you changed the name.
Myrmidon Don Vito. Changed what name?
It's now a sea elf temple.
Aw, it's not a seal temple? Nah, Crab Man.
What's the name of the?
Sea Elf Temple.
This should be the only image shared with you.
That and
That-
I
Crunch
have
Shed.
Sea Elf
and
and
Crunch
Crunch
Shed.
Shed.
That's right. You do have the big.
We
map.
have the important things.
Yeah.
Home and
I'm
current
good.
location.
Okay. So that was the Myrmidon's turn.
Yeah.
So
Thank you,
Thanak,
Mike.
it is now your go.
Well, Fantasy Grounds is super slow for me.
Hey,
Everything like the
Don't
whole
blame
thing is
Fancy
the
Grounds.
delay.
This is your fault.
It's Fancy Grounds. Is that what you said?
It is.
You actually can't navigate around the map.
I can't actually like. There we go.
I can zoom in and out, but I can't navigate. That's weird.
No navigation for you.
No navigation for you.
It's being unresponsive. I would like to attack it, so I'm gonna.
I would like to rage.
However,
You're
You
not
sure
even
you're not
on-
going to complain about attacking it tomorrow?
You're like
You're
way
like,
down the
I didn't
hallway.
do
Where are
that.
you going?
I'm not going anywhere. I got pushed backwards. Remember?
Oh yeah, bye.
Bye, Felicia.
He got shot.
It won't. So I can switch tabs, but I can't scroll down to attack.
Sounds like a you problem.
Can
It
you
does.
grab the cursor?
It's super unresponsive. So
All right.
like
well,
when I switching tabs is immediate, but the slider cursor does like slide up and down.
Can you
Yeah.
do / responsive sound off?
That's not a real thing.
You're right, it's not.
Mav's over here wasting d20s.
I know.
See that? That's very disappointing.
Oh my gosh.
Well, what do you want me to do? Because I got your
I
character
got
sheet
it.
up.
I got it.
Okay.
Do you got it?
I'm not
Find
gonna
it.
work here, man.
Did that roll it on him? It did. But I can't tell if that hit or not.
It did.
I mean, it's a 15.
It says it hit.
Oh no, it said the 29 hit.
Yeah, the one above it hit. I don't think you rolled that on him.
I don't think
didn't.
you did either.
So does a 15 hit? Is what I'm asking.
Nope, it does not.
I bet that hits. It won't let me roll it because like it's super slowed down. So when it's not my turn, I'm gonna cancel this. But I can't roll it on him.
Okay.
I just heard
Yeah.
the sound in my head for a second there. It's disgusting.
Hey, look at that.
Dude. G10 plus G10.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Could you also? I can't move anything with the map. Can you move me? Well, I'm underwater, so I can only go like 15 feet. I can only go 12 and a half feet.
I'll let you go 15.
Okay, thanks. And that's my turn.
Okay.
All right, I'm canceling out of here.
Herman the Crab.
So Herman the
Herman.
Crab pulls out his the crawl. Pulls out his crossbow with his little device in it, and he shoots one of those spinny disc creatures into it, and it goes like right into the thing and then starts zooming around inside of it, and you see the creature looks very uncomfortable to have this thing inside of it. Now let's see if it actually does any damage.
Very uncomfortable.
That is a nat 1 for an automatic miss. So it doesn't actually do any damage to the creature, and
Well,
it
does
spits the device back out.
does Tony wanna? Does he wanna help that?
Yeah. I'll
You want to help Herman?
I'll tell Herman, hey, shoot like
You're
you
with
shot
the
at us.
Gratifax now.
Oh, that's not much better.
Shoot it like you shot at us.
So,
Yeah, seriously.
No, because he missed. He still missed.
Oh.
No, he got you.
no, he missed the main creature. All right, Othik, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna hit it.
And then Herman is also going to scuttle around the corner here, too.
Don't hide behind me.
You're fine. Stop whining.
Unacceptable.
Stop whining.
Stop whining. 3
There's no
attacks.
bathroom.
Oh, that's a crit. Yay for me.
Yep, so you get a crit
That
on
means I
him.
get 4 attacks.
Hello.
Buff attacks. All the attacks. 8 even hits. That's so good, dude. Okay.
Don't get used to it. Come November, we're all going to not be hitting stuff with 8s.
Oh shoot. I can't move other screens. Oh, this is not ideal.
What are you trying to do?
I was just trying to pull up a couple feats real quick, but I can't actually move them anywhere, which is very odd. So that's weird. Okay, but that's fine. I guess I'll deal with it.
Yeah, maybe it's not time to use Unity quite yet.
Maybe not. No, that's fine, Tony. I mean, I can hear it, but it's not loud. I like it actually.
Battle music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I said, I found a way to integrate it. And it records separately from my voice, so that's even better.
Okay, so whatever. I'll just do this. So 1, 2,
Oh,
3,
Get him.
and a 4.
And the 4.
And then I will, at half movement. So where's that? 20 is basically right there. I will move. I can't move me. Can I move me? No, I can't move me.
you can't move you?
No, I cannot move me.
That's weird.
I can move him. I can move him.
You can move me?
Yeah.
We can move each other, but we can't
That's
move
funny.
ourselves.
Well, can you move me
Oh.
28 feet to the north or the south? I don't care which, really.
Make sure that you're clicking on yourself.
I was.
Okay.
That's
No,
strange.
that's not 20 feet. Oh, that actually is 20 feet north. Move me south. It should be right. No, to like below him. Kitty corner, one more. Down. To the left. Hike.
2 hops this
That's
time.
it, you got it.
2 hops this time.
Dennis. All right.
Oh, hang on, I'll click it. I did it.
You clicked
Proud
one.
of
And so Othig, also, you did notice your melee attacks were not quite as effective as you'd hoped they'd be. Because
Okay.
he is more water than solid at the moment.
Yeah, I figured that was.
Need to get you a magical weapon, son.
It is.
God, I-
Oh, never
He's
mind.
got plenty of magic. It's
Gotcha.
just
It's just that he's water and this is a sharp edge.
We need that shark again. That's what we need.
We are going to cast a guiding bolt
Need to hit him with a bag of powder.
at the 3rd level.
from the forest of 1,000 burned trees.
From the forest of 1,000 bird trees.
Yeah, that's where the magic powder to hit the vampires came from.
Vampires are the worst.
It's not a terrible sound for the dice.
Meh. Let me go stuff.
It's not awesome.
All right.
All
So
right.
you blast him with guiding bolt, and so now we're at the top of the round. And Jeffrey, you have advantage if you make a melee an attack roll against
Oh,
him.
I'm absolutely gonna run up there and crack him with my whip then.
Be good.
Remember, you're underwater.
Yeah. Wait, what's
Your
that matter?
movement speed is halved.
Oh, that's right. I don't remember
That would-
how far I can move. I have a 25-foot movement, I think.
You probably couldn't have made it to where you were.
I was right here.
Yeah.
And I made it around
Okay.
the corner. And I'm not
Yep,
gonna be able
okay.
to make it back up to melee, so I'm not even gonna try. Okay,
Oh shoot.
that's okay. That's okay. I don't want to do that anyway. He's not worth it. And I'm gonna make him make a wisdom saving throw. I'm going to attempt to bestow a curse upon him. So let's see. I need a.
You want me to roll it, or you got it?
Well, first I'm going to use my, trying to remember what it's called. It's not undeniable logic anymore. Is it unsettling words? Unsettling words. And I'm just going to be like, don't make me come over there and backhand you. I'm using my words instead. And then I will click the button for bestow curse. Ha! It'll be at he'll have a negative D10 to that if I need it. But it doesn't look like I do. He failed.
No.
So,
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Sorry. My crit should have been max base damage, but I don't know what the resistance. It would have just been +4 more, so I don't know if that means
Okay.
it's
I
actually
will
2
adjust.
damage or. Okay.
and I'm going to bestow upon him. Let's see. He's going to have disadvantage on everything. Disadvantage on ability checks, saving throws, and attack rolls.
Oh. Well, he's gonna choose to resist that.
Oh. Hey guys, I think there's some legends about this Myrmidon Vito.
Armadon Beto.
I guess that'll end my turn. Yeah, that's bonus action. So there it is.
All right. So that brings us to his turn and initiative count 20. And you
Got him.
feel a huge blast of current of water start coming from the west. And I need everybody but Jeff to make a strength saving throw as it starts to push you further down the tunnel.
Then I give it inspiration still.
Yes.
What you said strength?
Yep.
Oh, Thana,
I know, right?
Nope. That ain't going to do it.
you need some star babies. That's what you need.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
Othig and Mav, you are actually both going to make it.
Thana.
Hey!
3. Oh my
Can
gosh.
I attempt to grapple Thana?
You
I'm
can use
not.
your
I'm not.
reaction to try and grab him. Okay.
I have a 9 strength.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I'm just gonna go into the corner, I imagine.
I'm gonna use the crawdad. The crawdad will do it.
Thanok gets moved another 15 feet back.
Hey guys, we don't know what's down there, but you probably don't want to go down there.
And this guy is going to sloosh forward to here.
Oh no.
Hey, back up.
And he is going to make 2 attacks at Mav.
No, man.
He pulled like a trident of crystalline water forms, maybe ice. You can't quite tell under here. And he's going to make 2 melee attacks at Mav.
I approve.
That's going to hit.
I disapprove.
I mean, you would.
That's going to be that. And then he's going to use a bonus action to call forth a weapon.
Huh. Didn't he just do that?
Nope.
Oh,
This is a different.
he made a trident and now he's making a different weapon.
This would be. Oh, Mav, he's casting a spell to do this.
Uh-oh.
I am definitely sucking up that spell.
That's right.
Wait,
Do it.
before that happens, can I teleport to him?
Sure can.
Okay.
Mike, my Bastion on Monday
Does
or on
this-
Sunday blew himself up bad.
Yeah, he did real hard. Do I have to teleport to a place I can see, or
I believe so.
like could I teleport back? I can't. Like, what is going on? Can I teleport back here or no?
If it's in your line of sight from where you were, yes. Or otherwise, the answer is no.
To the opposite corner.
I could teleport there.
Yeah, because you could see me.
Yeah. All right. So, I will make an attack.
I approve.
Has he been meleeed yet?
Yes.
Wait,
Yeah.
yeah, Ryan does.
No, he hasn't.
Yeah,
So-
he has. Ryan hit him.
No.
Yeah.
I meant from
Guiding bolt?
From guiding bolt.
Oh, no. No, he has not.
So this is just a regular attack.
Yep.
What?
What is that?
A
Did you
That's
see
the
it?
weapon he summoned.
Oh, that was neat.
Wait, what happened?
What was neat?
It landed as a cock die,
Yeah, it landed
but
in
it
like
still
in
came up
between
as a
the
9.
dies.
I'm talking about the thing that showed up on the map.
Yeah, I don't see anything that showed up on it.
It's right
right-
next to you.
It's right between us.
Oh, look at that! It's a water droplet.
Didn't
Okay.
Mav suck that up? I
Okay,
don't know.
hold on. So that's the
waiting.
damage. And he's got to roll to see if he still saves that, which is at disadvantage because of Mage Slayer. Roll
So what am I
concentration.
rolling?
Concentration check
On what?
on my attack.
To attempt to cast your spell.
Oh, got it. That is going to be a 21.
Is that at disadvantage?
Oh, no, it's not. Sorry.
It's okay, I forgive you.
It's a better roll, so it's a 21.
Minus.
Um,
Hold on.
And it had to be half of 27. Is that what it was?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So Mav, you can suck it up if you.
I'm sucking it up. What level spell is that?
It is a 5th level spell.
Sucking it up.
Okay. And I get a Constitution save. It's been a bit since we did this, correct?
Yep. You get a Constitution save.
What's
What do
half
I
of
gotta
27
get?
then?
21.
Yeah.
21. I'm not going to get it. You're going to suck it up. So you see for a minute another spectral trident show up, but it disappears.
Got him.
What level?
5. Level 5.
Ooh.
All right. Thanak, it is now your turn then.
I'm gonna roll my damage for my opportunity.
What'd you get an opportunity for?
He moved away.
He's still in your threat range.
Boo.
Oh,
He needs to leave your threatened square in order to get that
Okay.
one,
Yep.
or move into it.
sorry.
Oh, it's all good.
All right.
Didn't I get moved back to the corner though?
You saved.
Mm.
Yeah, you saved.
Okay.
And he's still within 10 feet of you, so he's still in your threat range.
Okay. Sorry. Please take it all back.
I did. It's all good.
It's 26. Is that over? Is that over his AC?
R20
over?
plus 12.
It is.
What's R stand for? Does he bleed?
Disadvantage.
He does not bleed, but you do see him leaking like jellied water.
Oh.
20.
He's like
So
a
he
giant jelly
He technically does bleed, but it's
Okay.
not like
Blood.
blood. It's gross.
Okay. And then hit. And then
I should have gone north. Darn it.
Next time go
I
down.
put you north.
oh, I missed.
I know, but I said I wanted to go south because I was going to get a little bit further, but now Fennec's down here.
You did
Alright.
miss.
That's it. That's for me.
All right. So it's Herman's turn, and he's going to zip around over to here, and he is going to load something different into his crossbow.
Get him,
And
Herman.
he is going to shoot at this creature. Oh, don't do that. All right, here we go, Herman. And he's going to get it this time. So this bolt goes inside of it, and then all of a sudden you see it, poof, it explodes out. And it looks like a ball of mud is forming inside of this creature.
Oh.
Don't
That's
want
no
that.
good.
You definitely don't want a ball of
And
mud
he
behind you.
giggles and laughs and runs back over to here. Here!
Herman, you and I are gonna get along really well.
I can move myself now. You have to actually click on your. You have to single click on yourself first.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Okay. And then it is Othig's turn.
Yeah, now I can move myself. Aha.
It's so funny, like, depending on what I click on, what I have selected, I get that line of sight.
Nice.
So all
Oh,
of a
that's
sudden,
kinda
like,
cool.
I couldn't see the creature anymore because Herman went back around the corner. I was like, oh,
Oh
where'd
my
he go?
gosh, that's a 3 hit. That's great. Oh, I wanted that 20. That's lame.
Oh.
2 misses. That's great. You know what? No, I'm not gonna use my Oregon for that. I really want to, but I'm not going to. All right, 2 attacks. Oh man, he is not bloodied yet. That's not good.
No,
That's not
he's
good.
a scary mamma jamma.
And then yeah, that's all I will do for now.
All right.
I was gonna click it.
Oh, sorry. I got it before you did. Mav.
Yeah. Should make me do it.
Hey, he needs to make a Constitution saving throw, or he's going to be blinded.
Blinded.
I'm assuming he's going to choose
he
to
is going to
succeed.
choose to succeed that.
Blinded by the light.
And then I'm going to poke him with a stick.
They speak.
Poke him in the coconut.
Okay.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Am I able to see? Am I able to tell with my attack what got resisted and what didn't?
Melee damage is being resisted.
Because I still did. It didn't. Like with my.
I know he's not set up that way. I'm
okay.
manually adjusting him.
Okay.
Yep. All right, so Mav gives him a stab, and then dips out. Mav, you did realize before he had reached, so if you dip out, he's going to get an attack opportunity on you.
That's fine.
Okay. Just want to make sure before I go and just gung ho do it.
He gonna slap you, son.
X gonna give it to you.
X gonna give it to you.
Oh, that's a good one. All right, Jeffrey, your turn.
I will attempt to do the same thing. I will say, you will be cursed. Curses. Hiya.
Ugh.
And then
I'm not
same
going to be
thing.
cursed. So,
That would be his last one.
We hope.
Hopefully.
Let's see. Bonus action. I am going to. What's a good bonus action?
Smash it with a hammer.
Smash it with a
What?
hammer.
It's Yzma.
Emperor's New Groove.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
What are you doing, Jeff?
I'm just gonna move up here. No, I don't want to step out of the hallway. I'm just gonna stay where I am because
Yeah,
that
I'll
hallway
package to
looks
myself
scary.
and then I'll smash it with a hammer.
So I'm just gonna stay where I can see. I can't see the boys on the other side though, can I?
You cannot. Yeah, not if your
This guy-
token can't see them.
Well, my token can see them. I just didn't know if this big pudgy guy was too much to give me line of sight or not.
Oh no, you can see straight through him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then I'll just stay where I am so I can still see the guys and
He's just water. It's fine.
yeah. That's
Yep.
it. That'll be
All
yeah.
right.
F1.
So F1.
Oh,
moves
I
it
have a
forward.
question.
Sorry, that's my button for that.
Are we still actually underwater? I thought we went through a thing that put us in the air.
Oh.
We're not underwater.
Did
That's-
we?
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right where I'm standing.
Oh yeah, we're totally not underwater.
No, this
That's
whole
how-
area.
Yeah, right at
Oh,
the
you're right.
at the
Yeah.
hallway.
No, it is at the hallway. Because Herman could have, if he'd have gone just a little bit further, he would have found
Yeah.
air.
Originally you said it was midway in the hallway, and then you just
Yeah.
said it may as well be at the end of the hallway.
Yeah, no, you guys are totally right. Oh, that's
Shoot.
well, my bad for forgetting. His attacks would have done a lot more damage.
Oh, and I I would have already been in a pincer. Oh
Yep.
shoot.
Well, you also didn't take tidal wave damage, so you lost
Yeah.
pincer. You didn't get hit with the tidal wave.
All right.
Now, what do you want? What do you want?
Yeah.
So he claps his hands together this round as his layer action, and two
Happy?
other creatures begin to form.
Is this a? Oh, this is a lair action.
This is a layer action. Oh, why did it do that?
No.
Weird.
No, he's just happy. He's clapping his hands.
Oh, my bonus
And he
section
knows
all
that.
expired.
That's the
That's
lair
what I'll do.
action.
Mav, you haven't.
If you're happy and you know it, send
Yeah.
the title away.
Yeah.
What, Tony?
I decided my bonus action I was going to give you an inspiration. I was trying to figure out what to do with it, and I was like, I'm going to do that. I was like, nobody's hurt. I can't use healing word. But then I saw Ryan is.
What do you mean nobody's hurt?
What? You're doing great. You're not even bloodied yet.
And then it is going to slide on top of you two,
Oops.
and I
Oh.
need you both to make
Ew.
dexterity saving throws or be sucked into him.
Oh no. Hey, 2 more Myrmidon vetoes.
Hey, does a 19 save?
A 19
Look at that.
will.
Hot dog.
Okay. So you guys both get out of his area.
I give that inspiration away now, right?
Yeah, give it to Ryan. He's right
Give
next
it away,
to you.
give it away, give it away
Okay.
now.
All right, Ryan, you can have inspiration.
Yay! Wait,
Alright.
you mean guidance or inspiration?
Inspiration.
Inspiration.
I'm infectious.
That means I have 3.
No, no.
And you can this one you can use until it doesn't work, and then you can give it to somebody else.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a different kind.
That's mine.
This
This
is-
is
this
my
is-
inspiration.
Yeah.
Not
Alright,
my
this is a D10.
inspirations.
Let's see. So he
A
gets
D10?
one attack.
Yes, a D10.
Okay,
and
On
he's
anything?
going to make it against,
Anything you roll
Okay.
a 20 for.
thanks, T.
but he's going to miss. All right,
Yes.
Thanak, you're up.
Love being
How hardy do? Look, it is a Myrmidon.
Dude, it's
Water
dude,
elementals are Myrmidons.
it's
Myrmidon
been on the
vetoes.
screen for like
What?
Adam's a
3
little
seconds?
slow on the pickup today.
Just put them on. I
no,
was looking
he
at other
did
things.
not.
Those elementals that he just put on.
No, he did just put them on.
I did just put him on, like 5 minutes ago. Just put him on.
Huh.
He said he used
I-
his layer action to summon a thing, and then he jumped on you guys like some big fat.
I love it.
Whatever. Anyways. Like these guys weren't here in my last turn.
No, they were not.
That's
so
true.
that's the last time
Adam
I paid
only
attention.
looks at the screen when it's his turn.
Yeah, I don't metagame. Hey, Mike, does the lightning and the force damage from my attack do full damage or no?
That did seem to do full damage.
Okay. So how hardy do the elementals look?
They look like elementals. You haven't had a lot of interaction with them.
Yeah. I will put my weave curse on and I don't have a button for it. I should make one. On the elemental number 2, right below me.
Okay.
And I will go to town on him. So his AC is dropped by 2.
Okay.
Bap.
Do they bleed?
They do not bleed.
Only one way to find out.
It's a nice attack.
That was a good hit.
Yeah.
Are you listening or watching for the delivery driver?
I mean, I'm watching the window.
Hey, we're playing a game.
You don't want to be a part of that.
Andy, I love the look. That's great. That's great, man.
You like that?
That's great. That's very shoot, what's his name?
Rodney Danger.
Star Trek.
Jordy LaForge.
Yeah, that was a
Jordy,
terrible
thank you,
attack.
Jordy LaForge. Yes, Jordy. It's very Jordy.
Okay, and then as a bonus action, I will move it over to the big guy.
Did you
All
kill
right.
one?
So he's got
No,
-2
wait.
AC.
How did you do that,
What's that?
already?
Oh,
Good
you
grief.
killed something? You killed that thing?
I did.
next to it? Nice.
I did.
Bruh.
Did it have like 2 hit points or what?
No,
No,
it
you
had-
hit it like a
it had-
friggin' truck.
I hit him 3 times.
Oh,
Hard.
okay. Nice job.
I mean, don't disparage me. I work hard.
I didn't know. Like I thought you only took 1 attack already, so I was just wondering.
Hit the button.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I
what
wasn't paying attention
Not your turn. Why would you?
The delivery guy must be here because
because I didn't want to metagame.
It's okay, it's Herman's turn.
So Herman reaches around the corner and he is going to take his second shot with his device.
Herman the Merman shoot
Oh
the
no,
Myrmidon.
that's a nat 1. Tony,
Fix it.
will you help the Herman?
Yeah, he's like,
Oh,
he's
man.
probably firing right over my shoulder, and I'm just like, no, right there.
He's probably
right there.
super nervous because he almost got killed by
Yeah.
a gigantic shark and then saw us turn
Yeah,
into
yeah.
a shark, and now
Just
he's fighting a
He's trying
water
to show
god.
off a little bit. I'm just like, no,
So
Probably
this
show
one
losing
off
his
over
freaking
here.
mind.
This one goes off inside of the creature too. It's the same type of effect, except now it is spreading, and the creature is under the effects of slow.
Ooh, no sound from that.
Yes!
What is that noise? Who's dying?
Boop, boop, boop.
That's Andy. I don't know
It's gotta
what.
be one of the
I know it's
majors
Andy.
for.
Oh, that's not good. Is that where he went?
No, he doesn't normally
No.
pick up a shift on Thursday.
No, he doesn't.
Maybe Nikki though.
Food just got there, and Nikki has to leave. She gonna be salty.
Aw.
Andy, your alarm's going off.
Now tell him.
Andy, your alarm's going off.
I know. Someone's dying.
Oh gosh. All right.
Oh,
All right. So Othig, you're up,
That
and
escalated.
the creature is under the effects of slow, thanks to Herman's chicanery.
good job, Merman.
And I need to be reminded what that all does to him.
He only gets 1 attack,
He only gets
and I
one
believe he
attack.
has -2 AC, and he can't. He has half movement speed.
Oh, this is very wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm
Disadvantage
going
on
to-
dexterity saving throws.
I'm basically going to use pincer right at the moment,
Bum, bum, bum.
and I will bestow that to myself and Thanak. Advantage on attacks, and let's make some attacks. 3 attacks coming up. 1.
I really don't like the way the dice roll in this one.
And a crit.
They're
Too
more
slow.
natural, but it feels wrong, kind of natural.
Yeah.
Okay, so the third one is the crit, so we'll roll 2 regulars.
I
Two.
don't though. I don't know better.
That is plus 5 damage
Why?
because I roll
I'm
max
just
on my
sorry.
crits.
Okay.
You roll max on your crits.
I get max damage. I get max base damage on my crits because of the adamantite weapon.
Dang, son.
Yeah, dude. And I will click the button.
What button?
Nice.
I did it.
All right. So it's this guy's turn, and he is going to sloosh forward.
Hello, Don.
Which
Vito.
Ryan, he does leave your area of attack, and you
Oh,
could
love
take a whack at him.
love to take a whack at him for sure.
As he is going to take a whack at Jeffrey.
He will do so at disadvantage.
Oh, Well, there you go. That's. I was gonna say, would a 16 still hit him? Because I wouldn't have advantage on.
No, it would not.
Oh, so I'll roll a d20 to see which
Yep.
one I actually get then.
High low.
Well, there you go. I
So
didn't
you
hit him.
Definitely will.
I'm so proud. He missed me.
How
Ah,
about that?
the
Take that,
Myrmidon misses you with his first 2 attacks, but he gets 3.
I will
so-
laugh in his face
Oh my gosh!
as he's
Last
attempting to do that. That's what you get.
All right, Mav.
Myrmidon.
I rolled a 7, a 5, and a 4.
Nice.
Oh.
As a note, I don't know if you caught it. He's attacking me at disadvantage. Not that it probably.
Oh, I did
matters.
not. I forgot you threw that protection on.
Yep. But he missed anyways. But I don't know if he would have gotten
Um,
any ones.
They both are going to need to make a
Oh, no.
Constitution saving throw.
Oh no. Oh.
Oh,
Good grief!
well, the big guy's blinded.
Good job, Don Vito.
The little guy's not.
As
Well
if
done.
the big guy's life could not get any worse at the
Not
moment.
so
They're
Don
really
Vito.
slow
Hey,
and blind.
that guy's name is Myrmidon.
Myrmidon.
Okay, well, we'll do that.
He's the Don.
All right, so
Just quiet. It's not your turn.
sorry.
We're busy fighting the
Jeffrey.
dude from Saraporsa. I don't like that this guy's in my face. I'm just gonna hit him. I'm gonna take out my whip and be like, "You want to play?" And I'll just hit him with it. I'm gonna focus on the one person. I
Whip
think.
it good.
Yeah, whip it real good. Hiya!
The types are so weird.
And then I don't think.
Thundercat of 9 tails.
Yeah, man.
That's great.
And then it's
That's awesome.
what type of damage is this? Lightning damage? I got charges I can use out of it.
Yes, you do.
Does he still? Because he unleashed a whole herd on Mav.
I never used the whip on you. I didn't use the whip on you. I smote you. I smited, smout.
Yeah. Yes, that's what
Smitten?
you did. That's what it did.
I did a thing.
Smote your ruin upon the mountainside.
Yeah.
When you were possessed?
Yeah, I smote. Smited. I don't. What's the past tense of smite?
Smote.
Is it? Okay.
Smitted.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna add
Smart.
some
Smitten.
lash damage
Smarted.
and some
Totally
smite
Totally different
damage on this.
context.
What are you doing, dude? We're all
Sorry, I'm
interrupting you. and
trying
you
to
can't
find my
think.
buttons. I'm gonna do some smite damage and some thunder lash damage on this jerk.
Oh, okay.
Hiya!
Thundercats. Oh.
And then ka-chow!
Good chunk.
So some radiant damage, some lightning damage.
2p8.
And then he can't
love
make
it.
reactions
This just gets crazier and crazier. I love
against
it.
me, like shocking
Three-
grasp.
3P. What do these even mean?
I
I don't
don't even know.
And I'm gonna run around the other
So-
side of him just so I can be a menace over here.
Okay.
Must be
Um,
radiant damage?
No,
Radiant damage?
because they're two different. I think
Oh.
it's because it's added to the effect of
Yeah.
the attack.
Yeah. So that's my action. I get to hit with that, and then bonus action. Who's not inspired at the moment?
Othig is the one who's inspired.
Othig is, Mav is, Thanak is not. So I'll give one to Thanak. Thanak, be inspired.
All right.
You watched me use the whip you made, and I totally put it in that guy. So
Yes, you did.
All right, so it is now
Oh, I
the
didn't push the button,
unidentified
sorry.
creature's turn.
get him, Papa Nuantas.
And he is going
Same
to.
token.
What round is it? Oh, he gets his water jets back this round.
Oops.
So he is going to aim both of those in Othig's direction.
Oh no, Thig.
It's a water
Are
park.
those
I have
ranged attacks?
disadvantage.
It's fun.
Oh, it's a save. You have to make a save.
Oh no.
Doesn't he only get one attack?
He gets well, not this. This is not
It's a
an
separate.
attack.
Oh, okay.
This
I believe this is his layer.
You need me to
action.
make a what save?
2 dexterity saving throws because you're getting blasted by both of them.
Unless
Ooh,
it's a
this-
different layer
This
action.
isn't a
Mike.
spell. Is that or is it just ability?
It is not a spell.
Okay.
It's like half layer action, half like attack on him.
Mhm.
So
Wow.
Ooh, that's 2 fails.
Yeah.
So
You have an inspiration?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that. Just roll a d10.
Yep.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
What?
baby. So 22, and
I
then
was
you
like,
can
what did I
inspire
actually
somebody.
roll?
you
Yeah.
will take half
It said
damage
10.
from one of the hits.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay.
And you can inspire somebody.
Whoa!
So you take 64 points of
Uh-huh.
bludgeoning damage from the water, and then I need another dexterity saving throw as you are pummeled into the wall.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's bad.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's some stuff right there.
Oh!
I think I
That
was
one's
actually
low.
not enough. And so you're going to
Do you
take
have your
another.
ward on?
You're going to take another 22 points of
Oh,
bludgeoning
no.
damage as you hit the wall.
Thana, or Othic, whoever you are.
You mean as I just get squished into it?
Yeah. Basically, well, you're standing right. You're not
Yeah,
standing
yeah,
with
yeah.
your back
No, I get
against
it.
it.
I know.
Thrown 5 feet backwards into it, and then that is his turn.
That hurts.
Ryan, you get to give somebody inspiration.
And the only one that you
Um,
can see that doesn't have it is me or the Myrmidon.
Well, yeah, obviously to Jeff.
I don't
Like
know.
that. What was the last
giving your
amount of
boss
damage? It didn't.
inspiration is
It didn't.
not a bad
22.
idea.
22. Okay.
Yeah, I tried to roll it on you, but it didn't because it's not actually an attack. So
Why is that an advantage? Do I know?
Because
blind.
of me
Oh, he's blind.
and
Oh,
Pincer.
because of that's why. That's why. Yes.
You're welcome.
He's blind,
Thanks.
he's slowed. He's,
Hey, I
he's
gave him
just,
advantage first.
Having a rough
did.
day.
You did.
I gave everybody advantage first, though.
Oh, what a terrible hit.
What's that? Oh, the executioner's axe. Sorry, ball.
Put this thing down.
Trying,
He's
man.
busy.
Do it. Try harder.
Partially
on.
resisted. Boo.
Get in there.
I should have dropped a smite.
good,
What was I
son.
thinking?
Oof.
What was I thinking?
I mean, I just showed you how to do it.
I mean, I
you-
shouldn't
do
be
you
able
have to call it
do
out?
You could on your last attack.
That it was my last
Potentially.
attack.
That's what I mean. Is you could do it on that attack potentially.
I mean, Mike, would you be okay with me adding?
yeah,
Okay,
Get smote. Get smitten.
which is 68.
Use those spell
Eight.
slots.
Break contact.
I had to troubleshoot the problem.
I'm just waiting for it to have like 1 health left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Past
Did that
tense.
did that roll at all for you guys?
No,
Nah.
not at all.
Oh,
Not at all.
That's what you get. Look at all those
That's what you get.
dice.
So
Dude.
that is 37
good.
force damage.
That's a lot
Okay.
of damage, Phil.
Oh, he's also what size is he? I think
Big,
he's
big.
probably too big for this.
He's the size of that pool.
he's huge.
He is huge.
I mean,
No, he's
look
sorry,
at him.
gargantuan.
Oh, all right.
Gargantuan.
All right. Anyways,
Yep, he takes up the size of the fountain, and so he is a 4x4.
I have no idea what the size numbers are. But yeah, that's
4x4.
the end of my turn.
Okay. So Herman
The merman.
scooches forward again. Actually, he's not. He sees the Myrmidon. He loads up a different bolt into his
Uh-oh.
device, and he is going to shoot the Myrmidon with it.
Myrmidon.
Put down the big baddie. He's big and bad.
Guys, I get the feeling that attacking the keeper of this temple just straight away might have been not a great.
This
Into
isn't
it.
the
It might have
what
been bad
keeper
juju,
sits at the
man.
front door.
What?
This isn't the keeper. This is the butler.
I was just
I
about
don't
to
know.
say that.
I answer my own door.
Totally the butler.
So Herman shoots this guy with an electric bolt.
Yeah.
It's fairly effective.
Zap him.
Oh,
Flesh
thing.
Fry this fishy.
Okay, I'm pretty hurt, but I'm gonna make some attacks anyway.
I got you, boo.
Well, I'm just gonna use pincer again.
Pinch him. Pinch.
Wow. damage. Critical.
Nice.
That means 4
Ooh.
attacks. That was lucky.
Othig uses pincer. It is very effective. Ow.
2 criticals.
I don't know why any person ever thinks, I'm gonna try and hold on to this crab like it's a good
Yeah.
idea. I've never seen somebody happily holding a crab.
That is plus. Oh boy, that is plus 11.
All right. Okay.
Ooh, fancy.
And that is plus 9.
+9. All right. +9 will put him down by
Yes.
1 point.
Excellent.
He explodes into water, and you can still see his form, and he yells, "No, another 10,000 years!" And you watch as the fountain chains his arm. It like the water lashes out towards him, and it wraps itself around his arm, and then it catches the other one, and it drags him back into the fountain.
I'm just gonna, as he leaves, yell, shouldn't have been a douche.
I know. Should have just said hi.
You shouldn't have.
To be fair,
Never
Han,
mind, just
you
never
shot
mind.
first.
And this guy also fades when
Aw.
he goes.
Santa-
Sanic
making
just
my
condemned
friend.
this dude to 10,000 years because he didn't want to introduce himself.
I mean, to be fair, we've had similar situations happen to us.
He's actually a really nice guy.
Like, hi, we're the Granite Backs, and we're just gonna ruin your life for 10,000 more years. Bye.
Well,
Have a nice life.
this is what
Probably
we do,
won't
guys.
see
We
you
go
again.
places and we make friends. I'm gonna wander over.
Can I be healed,
Yeah,
please?
Mav, can you do bacon hope? Hope bacon?
Bacon Hope.
Bacon of Hope?
Yeah,
Yeah, I can do a Bacon of Hope.
cool.
Yeah.
Bacon Hope is so
Othig,
good.
I'm gonna heal you with a. I'm gonna use a big one. I'm gonna use a 6th level cure wounds on you.
Whoa.
I'm just gonna come up and like gently rub you, and be like, "It'll be okay.
Thanks,
Just sleep, sleep."
I feel better. I was pretty agitated that Sanic just started swinging at water.
You are not agitated.
Agitated, completely agitated.
You were in your glorious element.
I don't know what the math is for that, but you can have cure wounds healing. So,
What is it? You want me to roll it?
No, there's no rolling. You just take max.
Oh,
Because Mav's
Um,
casting Bacon of Hope. So
max-
6 times 8 plus 5.
what is it?
I don't know. 6 times 8 plus
68
5.
plus 5.
So it's going to be 53.
There you go. 53 hit points.
Oh, cool. Okay.
You can take another 23 from the healer's kit.
Nice.
And then, Mav, you're really hurt too, right?
That brings me to.
I'm just gonna give you. I'm gonna give you my measly 10 lay on hands from my paladinry. Hi.
Which is also maximized.
Which, sure, there's no min or max. It's just I choose a number. I wish that was the thing. That'd be fun. Roll for your lay on hands.
No, that would feel bad.
It would, because you'd get a 1 and you'd be
Yep.
like, my god doesn't love me.
So my group last night, the spooky games, like Kira invested in 11 like minor healing potions, and was just like passing them out everywhere. I swear, 8 of those 11 rolled a 1.
That's
Oh.
awful.
So disappointing for them in combat, trying to keep themselves alive because they were not a tanky party. They were all very lightweight, and they just kept rolling 1s on their health potions.
What do you mean they weren't tanky? They had a fully armored wizard.
Yeah, well, he was the closest to being tanky, but still not real tanky. He did his job well enough, but like the others were real close to death
Dead.
a lot.
Dead always. Always dead.
Yep. All right. So you guys heal up out in the hallway.
Yeah. I would like to inspect this shrine fountain
Okay.
thing.
All right. So you reapproach the shrine, and he
Uh-oh.
pops back up out of the shrine.
Oh,
Except
dang it.
this time, you can tell he is restrained by the water. He can't get out.
You know how
And-
tempted I am to just swing? He's
So-
back!
Let's put Jeff here and everybody
Yeah.
else out in the hallway.
I will
it-
herald us.
Do it. Make a persuasion check.
Alrighty. Do. That will be not that. That will be a 25 because I can't roll
25.
under a 9.
So you herald the group. You let him know who he is, and he says, "I am Jorulal, the Marquis of Uqualanor.
That's a really long word.
How can I
Sounds like a made-up
assist
place.
you?"
We need. I honestly have no idea. Like, Tony has no idea why we're here. Like, I forgot. Completely.
You're looking
were-
for some way to move the spear.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We need something that can go in the hot spot and get the hot poker. I'll define that. I'll explain that we need something or someone that can acquire that thing for us and carry
Maybe
it
someone that can move loads of water.
to the City of Light.
He smiles and says, "What you seek lies ahead. I am but the gatekeeper."
You're real friendly. all of a
Butler,
sudden.
you nailed it.
Yeah,
Butler.
I was gonna say. Also known as the
The
Butler.
butler.
Sorry for putting you back in your box. An easy.
Oh.
It would have been easier. To
Wait,
find.
he's a gatekeeper? Is there a keymaster? That would be terrifying.
He says, "I will be free someday, and I will rain destruction upon your descendants."
That's probably true.
What if we don't
No,
have
we'll just leave a
Conveniently,
note
How are you gonna do that?
for them to come back and put you back here.
Yeah. I'll leave him directions to grant that keep and a contract.
I really think that we're all just laughing in character.
Right. Yeah.
He is clearly not entertained.
Yeah, clearly not. Clearly not.
Do we want to leave him a contract too, and our business card? Okay.
You wanna ask Mav to have him write a
Yeah,
contract?
I'm gonna ask what's the
No,
other
he
way?
can't come.
You kept trying to push us.
I
down
just
the
like the
hall. What's
arcane
down
like
there?
stencil
Oh.
Granipax into the wall so he has to look at it for 10,000 years.
What
It's
is this? A
arcane
public
graffiti
bathroom for a
his
good time
resting
call
place.
Mav Granite back?
What, Tony?
I said, what is this? A public bathroom for a good time call Mavamine Granite back?
Yeah,
No,
basically.
for a good call, for a good time, call the butler.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
But I'll ask what's down the other way since what we want lies ahead. What's the other way?
How would he say this? How? Because he has to be helpful, but he doesn't have to be helpful.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's awesome.
Down the other corridor is also what you seek.
So it's a big circle.
You're a big circle.
No, I'm actually a little circle. I will
The size
ask him.
joke and it's great.
I will ask him if there's any way to have him released.
You needed but disturb the surface of the water, and I could have been free. Instead, you chose to attack me before I regained my strength, and now I am imprisoned for another 10,000 years.
To be fair, we
Our
did
descendants
disturb
come
the
here and
surface
free
of
you.
the water. We just did it aggressively.
Which challenged me to combat instead of freedom.
I'm challenged all the time.
You are challenged.
And I don't
Before he
always fight
says
back.
before he says that, Othig would definitely agree. Just qualify that statement for him.
Well, if there's any way to let you out, I will happily, entertain the idea. But
Our descendants are gonna do
for
it.
now, we're gonna go into the circle and
Yeah, our descendants
have
are
fun.
totally gonna let you out, and then immediately put you right back in there.
You're so bad.
Can we take this fountain with us? Can we take the whole fountain? Is he trapped in the fountain, or is he trapped in this?
Jeff, are you
Dude, it's a
Are you
4x4
serious?
fountain.
What?
Are you being serious that you would actually help this guy?
Yeah, Jeffrey, 100%. Like, he feels a little bad that we trapped this guy because we didn't say hi. Like,
No,
Mhm.
he
Jeffrey
didn't say
is
hi.
being genuine.
You swung
The
at
others
the
may
water,
not be,
dude.
but Jeffrey is. There is no deception in Jeffrey right now.
Okay. So he says there is a way. Destroy this place.
The
And the
temple or the
magic
fountain?
keeping me here. The temple. And the magic keeping me here will end. And in doing so, I will grant you a wish.
Is what
In.
we seek in opposition to destroying the temple?
Is what?
Is what we seek in opposition to destroying the temple?
Gain your prizes first.
Who is this temple to? Because it's my understanding that destroying temples to demigods kind of makes them
God was in
frustrated.
hot water last time.
Is this one to Bubbles?
No, it is not to Bubbles because you guys would have boons if it was to
Oh,
Bubbles.
that's right. That's true.
He tells you that it would be the name of a long forgotten patron, followed by the sea elves, and he does not wish to speak it less its power return to this place.
I was gonna say, by long forgotten, does that mean probably no longer in a seat of power?
He would agree with that, and he doesn't want to do anything to give it.
Yep.
power.
Can I do just some sort of check to see if there's knowledge of it? And basically, I don't want to do what the Granite Backs did when we desecrated Bubbles' temple.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I'm all
my-
in. I'm
my
all in
first
on
concern.
breaking this place if it lets this guy free and Jeffrey gets a wish. That's
Yep.
legit.
So, the surface world knows very little about sea elf culture, which you've come to figure out through talking with Herman and the other things you've seen that these are sea elves. It doesn't necessarily mean they're underwater,
Yep.
not like Muse. Muse is a genuine mermaid. These are
Okay.
just ocean faring, ocean dwelling elves. Mostly their cultures are on shorelines,
Mm-hmm.
but nobody's seen them for thousands of years.
Yeah. So
So
this is my thought.
you
and
really
can-
wouldn't have any knowledge of them other than like we have knowledge of Atlantis.
Yeah. So here's what Jeff wants to do, and I'm gonna let the group know. We know some guys that are really good at breaking stuff. As we go to leave here, do you guys want me to cast sending to those inevitables and just tell them where we are, and have them come here and break this place?
Well, this isn't
No.
old world tech though.
No, but they're still looking for us.
Oh, we don't know that.
We had an idea of that only because
No, we didn't.
Okay.
They just wanted the area clear.
Our lawyer
Like,
informed us otherwise.
As players, we have inferred that they want us,
And
but as characters, they haven't said, like, there's no hint that they are coming after us.
that is
it is-
inaccurate only because of what our lawyer told us when we were in court.
What did he say?
Mr. Knight said, "I can help you with this problem, but
Hey,
the bigger
buddy.
problem with the inevitables, that's still your problem." And he was terrified, which we've never seen him scared before.
I didn't take that to mean. Is that what he exact is?
I can go back
That's
and relook at it, but I wrote
Almost
down
exactly what he said.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Tony has the gist of it at least.
Okay.
That problem might not necessarily be gone. It was not 100% clearly stated that they are following you, but Mr. Knight was very
worried.
uneasy.
You know when your lawyer tells you to stop breaking the law? It's like that.
So there is a good chance that you will run into them again.
But otherwise, we can find a different way to destroy the temple. But that's my thought. Those guys are real good at breaking stuff.
Yeah, but the other side of that though is if they're like, I'm not looking forward to running into them again.
Yeah, we survived it last time, though. Sorry. I felt like that was a pretty straightforward Thanos statement. We survived it last time, we'll be fine. I feel like that's what he says anytime I try and suggest that we avoid danger. Yeah, we survived it last time. We're Granite Backs. We'll be fine.
We will. We
There
will.
you go.
It's just at what cost?
This temple.
So,
And a wish.
but if you can find some way to destroy this place, he
Yep.
will grant you, Jeffrey, in specific, a
Yeah,
wish.
and my thought in conferring with the guys, my wish would be that problem's just not a problem anymore. That would be the wish. I would wish away that problem.
Guess I'd be fine with that.
So, That's Jeff's thought. We call the
Yeah,
inevitables. We break this guy out.
Honestly,
Use the wish to get rid of the inevitables and the problem.
I don't like the idea of 3 death robots like trying to find us.
But we'll worry
Shooting
about that after
lasers.
we acquire what we need in here. So
But yeah. All right.
I'll tell the what's his name? The Marquis that we'll do everything we can to break this place, and I'll give him the gist of is that a thing? In case we're not here when he gets freed, can I give him my wish ahead of time?
He'll find you.
Oh. I'll give him my business card. And I'll leave. Head down the hallway.
All right.
Just start
All right, gentlemen.
trotting along.
Maneuver your tokens to the next room. Time to dash.
Oh, which way are we going?
Well, I assumed you were going this way.
I say we just keep going. Yeah.
We can move our tokens. That's right. Oh,
And
I don't
don't
like that.
move
Why
them
are they
into
so
the walls.
janky? Oh, don't
'Cause
move them
if-
into.
Yes, because if you move them through areas you can't see, it will see the inside of that area.
Oh, haha.
I haven't figured out how to stop that yet. There's probably a way because that seems like a big problem. But I haven't figured it out yet.
Is there like a range of sight?
Nope, not yet. They're working on
Okay.
it.
I don't know if that was going to be something that they're.
Is it dark in here?
So it is dark down here. So for the most part, just keep the map scrolled into it about 60 feet.
Yep, that's what I was
Okay.
trying to do.
And then try and keep it centered on your character. So you guys get into this junction room, and there is some statuary in this room. It's more carved into the walls, depicting heroic sea elves. And then to the north, you see it looks to be some sort of magically warded room. It looks like it's snowing in there.
Huh.
That might counteract the magic from the hut.
Maybe.
Mav, do you have detect magic going, or do you always have it? I don't remember how that works.
I always have detect magic going.
Okay, is there
I'm going to
magic in that
cast
room?
True Sight.
Oh, even better.
Okay. You cast True Sight, and inside of that room, there is another elemental style being
Oh.
moving around in there.
Hey guys, let's not attack that one.
Let's walk around first.
Let's watch to the left.
Heh. I'm not going first, but can I just set myself to follow? How does that work?
You should like whoever's actually leading the party should actually just lead the party then.
Oh,
Agreed.
what's our marching order?
It's
I
probably me.
normally, Thanik normally wants like one of us to be front back. So if
I will
he's leading,
probably.
I'll take.
Yeah, I probably will go in front just because I can check for traps and all that.
And Mav can do the other.
and I
You
thing.
can
run
use your
up the-
numpad to do diagonals if your caps lock's not on. If numlock's not on.
What?
That's
Caps
cool.
lock?
Your number pad, you can do diagonals.
For movements?
Dude!
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, yeah, I'm digging this. This is great.
So Thanak, you get up there and you start to peek around, and you see that this hallway just circles around
Just
to the other
wraps
direction.
around. Yeah. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay. We are not entering the room,
Nah.
but Mav is going to attempt to get its attention and
Okay, now-
introduce ourselves.
Okay, now that you're closer, you've seen these before, but never one this big. This is a mephit. It looks
Oh.
just like a mephit, except it is huge.
So a huge method.
Yep.
Huh.
Are we going in there yet?
Let me see. It hasn't been 10 minutes, I assume.
No.
Okay, I will go in first. I still have a protective ward against elementals and things,
Sure.
and then I will attempt to parlay with this creature. Heh.
Okay, Jeffrey, as you enter into the room, a wall of ice appears over all of the other exits.
Oops.
All of the exits, period, including the one you just went through. So
I'll
So
back
you
into it.
separated
I'll
us?
just back up into
it
it.
has separated you. You guys can see through the ice, but You have been separated. And it turns and looks in your direction. Mav can see it looking at you. You can't see it. Because Mav used True Sight.
Oh. Huh.
Okay, so
Do,
right
do
now,
we still have our telepathic bond up?
You would.
Can I just be like, hands up, don't shoot?
You know that doesn't work.
No, I don't.
Jeffrey hears a lot of laughing in the head.
I will react as though I wanted to communicate with it and see where that goes.
Okay. So, what's up, Mav?
Does it appear hostile in nature?
Well, I was just about to say it begins to it like kind of hunches forward a little bit, and it takes a very predatory stance, and then it moves a little to the north, and slides over to here, and it's kind of like right in Jeffrey's face.
Each move that it goes to take, I would tell Jeffrey to take a step in the opposite direction.
Oh, are you being my eyes right now?
I'm being your eyes, and I'm just gonna kind of tap on the glass to the ice.
Okay, so it doesn't respond to the tapping on the glass. So let's put Mav up against the glass of the ice. But it does, Jeff, you hear it, and as it speaks, you can see like its frosty breath forming, but you can't see it.
Yeah.
And you hear it say, "So you can see me. No one's seen me in a long time."
I see you.
Yeah, we can see you. We would like to also speak with you, if you wouldn't mind. We have a proposal for you. The other creatures seemed trapped in here. Maybe you're trapped too. If you're not trapped and you're defending something, maybe we can talk about that instead.
I am both.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
I'm trapped and forced to defend.
Yeah.
An object.
What object?
What object?
The Frost Gauntlet.
The
What's in the box?
Gauntlet. Is the Frost
awesome.
Gauntlet by chance meant to, is intended to be used to pick up, and then I'll name whatever the spear was called. I can't remember.
It doesn't have a name.
Okay.
It has not been named yet.
I will call it the Melty Stick for now.
Just describe its location. Yeah, so he knows.
You seek Elora's bane.
Oh,
that object
why?
Will end the world. You know this.
Yeah.
Oh, the world.
We were warned about that by a dead guy. And by destroy the world, can you be more specific? Because
I'm sorry, I had a really big truck drive past my window and didn't hear a word you said.
That's awesome. I will say, can you be a little more specific when you say destroy the world? Because at the moment, it's kind of on fire. Like, there's some gods running amok, and like Orcus is kind of pissing on everything. And Asmodeus might have gotten eaten by a dragon, and he's awfully ticked off too. Like, by destroy the world, do you mean make it better?
This is very entertaining.
Make a persuasion check.
Yes, that's what I wanted.
I mean, can he make it at advantage? Because that was pretty good.
Let's see, persuasion. That'll be a 24.
24?
Yep. Well, 25. Sorry.
25.
As your inspiration.
Oh yeah, you know what? I forgot I had that. I'm gonna do that because it's fun. Hiya! And just because I really want this guy to like me. Oh, yes.
So a 37.
Nice.
Yeah.
37. So, Mav, you watch him just kind of sit down on the floor, and he gets a really peaceable look about him. And he says, "Well, I don't exactly know. I'm just the Guardian Method. But he melted half of my home planet with it."
Was that planet made of ice by chance?
Well, yes.
Conveniently, this one's made of dirt.
Doesn't matter. Dirt becomes magma.
Yes, but it takes longer.
I love that this guy's just gonna like school you in some physics.
Yeah. I see you have my attention, and I am really curious because I don't want to break the world just to give somebody a weapon to kill something that's already destroying the world. Because breaking the world to break the world to save the world, not ideal.
Your logic tracks, I think.
Yeah.
I follow.
So,
Yeah,
I
it's
know
great,
you're
yeah.
just a guardian. Who put you here, and can I ask them any questions?
The dirty elves did, precious.
Dirty elveses. Yes, elves are in fact unclean
Nope.
peoples.
No, he does say the elves, none in particular. They're master craftsmen and smiths. Forced him to guard their treasure,
Yep.
or they would release the weapon on his homeworld again.
Yeah.
But now he's
Oh, that's
trapped
rude.
here.
Trapped here. Why trapped? How trapped?
Because he can't leave this room.
Gotcha. Is the thing you're guarding in this room?
It is beyond.
It's beyond. So if we just leave you alone in here, you're fine.
I can't let you pass.
Right, but while you've been talking to me, my friends probably already made it past.
I can see them right there.
I
They're all
just-
laughing at
I'll
you.
just point. I'll
I'm
point to the
gonna
south.
wave.
Point to the south and be
Called
like, "No,
out.
see, they're not there." And I'm gonna try and misdirect him so Mav can like cast Dimension Door or something, and
You're gonna get
some of
killed in
them
here
to
by
the north.
yourself if you keep it up.
Yeah, probably. But
Uh-huh.
however, I'll die having fun. But okay, you can't let
Get
us
to have
pass. Is there any way I can convince you otherwise? Like, what if I free you?
You would have to face the cold.
I mean, it is really cold in here.
He would explain a process to you that he is too big for. He can't do. Where you would have to step into one of the braziers, and inside of each one there is a crystal. If you smash them all, he can go free.
Okay, deal.
Okay.
Can he put the ice
Can
wall
I?
down?
Can I have?
He
my
can't.
friends?
Once it's up, he can't put it down until he is the only thing left living in the room.
Yeah. Thanak, you have some sort of elemental thing, don't you?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Let me see real quick here. I'm assuming this is some sort of elemental challenge.
It is going to be an elemental challenge.
Okay.
You would be correct in assuming that in the elemental ice thing.
Thanks, man.
Challenging elemental ice thing.
Challenge accepted. Yeah, I will.
This is all
Yeah,
very
I will
entertaining,
accept.
by the way.
I will accept. And I don't have anything that I can do to assist myself. I don't think. Trying to see. Wait. I can do that. Do I have to be the one to go inside, or can something else go in my stead?
He asks what you mean. Quit being vague.
Oh, sorry. I have the ability to call a friend from another plane of existence that can probably go in there a little bit easier. I don't know if you would allow that, or if that's some kind of like contingency that you're not like allowing.
I would not recommend casting spells here.
Oh. Okay, and then I'll just step into the brazier, I guess.
Okay. Right on. I'm glad you did this.
Can I before I leave, can I ask him if it's okay to cast spells in there?
That should be okay.
Sweet.
Just don't bring anything home with you.
Just don't what?
Bring anything home with you.
Don't bring anything home with me. I don't know if I know what that means.
Cast polymorph.
I'm either gonna do that, or I'm just gonna cast heat metal on my armor in a really cold place and hope they equal out. Either way. Because polymorph's scary only because most of the animals I've seen are real dumb. And I don't need to just wander around in this place freezing to death as a goat.
You know, to be fair, Tony, though, Jeff's not all that bright.
No.
So it's not really that big of a step back.
He's not
Oh.
as dumb as a goat, though.
This is true. You are not goat level intelligence. All right, so you step into the brazier, and immediately you are stung in the face by blinding sleet. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw immediately.
That's not good. Con save. Hiya! Hey!
That's good. You will take 9 points of cold damage.
Yeah, I used my inspiration, which means I could pass it on.
Yeah.
I want to inspire the Mephit just because it's funny.
Okay.
He was in the room with me, and I'm being friendly to him, so...
He's feeling really good about that.
Yeah. So, dirty 20 on the con save.
Yep. Looking around, you see a pinnacle of glowing light, not too far into the blizzard,
Yeah.
but you, more worrying than that, you do not see a portal behind you.
Yeah, that is worrying. Frick. Okay. Am I in a space that seems larger than what this brazier was? Like, is this an actual
Way
blizzard?
larger.
Is this an actual blizzard then? Like,
This is an actual blizzard, as far as you can tell. I mean,
Oh. Okay. There's a pinnacle of light. How? Just near or far? Near.
it's
Far.
near-ish.
Okay.
So, are you gonna head for it?
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna use the. Oh gosh. No, I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna head in that direction.
Okay. Make a strength saving throw as your wet clothes begin to freeze solid.
Oh. Wait, why are they wet?
Because you just got out of the water.
I thought I was dry in there. I thought it was dry in there.
Yes, that doesn't mean when you leave water and enter into a dry space, you are instantly dry. Have you ever gone into a pool and walked out and had no water on you?
I have. I just want to make the note that I did say that I used prestidigitation to dry off me and Mav because we were both hit with that thing. But
Oh, okay. I missed that. So
I
there you go.
apologize. Because I was afraid of us getting electrocuted by Crawdad Man. I can't remember his name now. Herman. But
Gotcha. Okay, I missed that. So then your clothes are not freezing to you. You
But
don't
I
need to
probably
make the strength
am.
saving throw. But as you approach the light, you do need to make another con save.
okay.
The temperature is dropping significantly.
Okay. That was the thing that I wanted to try and help with. I do want to try and cast heat metal on something.
Okay.
I don't have a whole lot though. So I think I'm just gonna cast it on. Do we each have a?
Adam, I can't hear you.
Oh,
Cast it on your whip, and then you can have a space heater.
I mean, whips aren't made of metal.
The one I gave you is.
Why?
It's electric.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. So yeah, I'll cast it on the whip.
Okay.
And see if that will help. It'll probably still cause some damage, but
That was very fun.
So it is significantly warmer having heat metal on this whip and keeping it close to you. It does offset the cold some, so I am going to reduce the damage and give you advantage on the saving throw.
okie
Nice.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna make haste to the glowing beacon. You said con save? Papow.
And this is going to be quite a few more d8s than the last time because you're going further.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a 20, so that's a good roll.
It is good.
Oh, there's several 8s in that.
That's not
And
good.
a couple of 7s. That's not so you'll only take 25 points of cold damage.
All right.
As you get to this crystal. It is extremely beautiful, and you can see the cold radiating from it. It is going to be a darn shame to break this thing.
Yeah, but I will. I will, in fact, break it because I am omen drawn, and that's what we do. We break things. I'm going to cast Shatter on it.
Okay. It disintegrates, and immediately you find yourself spit back out into the Mephit's room.
Got it. I got to do that again, don't I?
He's impressed. You'll have to do that 4
3 more times.
Son of
Wait,
a gun.
4?
3 more times. Sorry.
How far away was the thing in distance? Do I feel as though as soon as I step in and see it, I could dimension door to it?
Yeah.
All right.
You would take the initial cold saving throw, but you could dimension door to it.
Okay, I'm gonna keep the whip. Like I'm gonna. What am I gonna use? I have something I can hold on to the hot whip with. I'm just gonna set it in my shield and carry it on my shield into the next spot so that it's not burning me, and then wrap myself up in it as I go through the thing. And yeah, I'll dimension door, shatter. So I'm gonna burn a lot of spell slots doing this, but we'll see how bad it gets. Dimension doors there, shatter there. That'll actually burn all of my spell slots between second and.
Oh, sorry. You started clicking stuff off.
I haven't yet. I
to
haven't clicked on
caveat
anything.
you that you go through this door and it is immediately cold again, but it's different here than it was where it was before. So you are facing a wall of ice. So please make your con save at advantage.
Facing a wall of ice, con save at advantage. Oof, that's bad.
That'll
That's
be
an 8.
23 points of cold damage.
Oh, that's bad. 23 is 54.
And looking around you this time, it appears that you are in some sort of labyrinth.
A labyrinth.
So what I want is a D20 luck roll for you that will determine how long it takes you to get through it.
Copy that. D20. Ka-chow. Yeah. Oh, it was a 13.
Well, it's not below luck, so it is bonus luck. Okay, make a con save at advantage. You only face 8d8 of cold damage this time. Because you find it
15.
pretty quickly, but not super quick. That is good enough. You will take 16 more cold damage as you get to the crystal.
16 more cold damage is 60. Nice. 69. And then, yeah, I will cast Shatter.
Okay.
Make it go away.
You're spit back out.
Haha,
the method praises you. He says, you're doing very well.
I was gonna herald us, but we're pretty legendary. Like, in the realms. We're, like, honestly, I'm probably the worst one to be doing this. I only came in because I talk well. We have other guys that are way better at this.
I think you talk well, Jeff.
No, that's the thing I do. You have a better con than I do. I have a crappy con. I am going to take a second while I'm sitting out here. Do we know magic well enough to know if Mav casts Beacon of Hope, if it'll affect me in here, or does he have to be...
You don't know.
Oh, I shouldn't do that because he said not to cast spells in here.
Yeah, he said not casting spells. Maybe ask him why.
Oh, yeah, I'll ask why. That's a good idea.
It will immediately drop the temperature past the point where you can live.
Jeez, what about
There you go.
what about potions?
Oh,
That should be fine.
Potions? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think I
Yeah,
do
if you guys were in here and you got in a fight with him and started casting spells, I would start doing increasing damage to you every round as the temperature goes to near absolute zero.
Yeah, I'm almost certain I don't have any potions because I actually gave them all to you.
You totally did.
Thanok, because I only had the potion of Filbert, which I filled with the beer oatmeal. And I never picked up any potions after that, so I don't have any.
I
gave
remember
potions
saying
to everyone.
I remember saying that I gave your stuff back.
Yeah, I didn't have any potions though. Like
I gave potions to everyone.
You gave potions to everybody the week I was gone. Didn't you?
I don't know. That's between you guys as players. I don't remember one way or the other. Sure.
I have 0 potions in my inventory.
You should have a few potions. I gave potions to everyone when I bought a ton of potions.
I know. What I'm saying is that I said that I gave all your stuff back, but I didn't manually give you any.
Right. Well...
You should have 2 or 3 potions. I can't remember how many for me.
From me, from just me.
I will. Mike, what do you want me to roll here?
Roll 68 and call it a day, or
Copied.
64.
Thank
Sorry.
you.
Now Jeff has no potions. Never again shall we have the potion discussion.
Hiya! And that's plus what? 6?
Yep.
So
So
20
you get
healing?
20 health back.
Okay.
The
that
Mephit
means-
looks at you. He's like, "It's a good thing you had potions. You should always have a few potions."
I filled mine with alcohol,
Yeah.
and I feel like that'd be an awful idea going in there because they say that it works, but it actually just makes you die faster.
Hey, wait a minute.
Anyway,
Are you saying you don't eat the glass?
into the next one. And the moment I step into this one, I'm going to use the penny whistle, and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
In preparation for the incoming damage.
Yep. So make your con save.
Yep. And so this one is at what level? Cure Wounds from the penny whistle. Oh, that was a weird mouth noise. I don't like whatever just happened there. Fifth
Oh, I was
level.
slurping water across my lip.
Oh, is that
I
what
didn't
that
realize-
was? That's all
That's
right.
weird that it picked it up.
It startled me more than anything. So Jeffrey,
He's a sensitive boy. You gotta be
I
careful.
am. No, Tony is. I'm hypersensitive today. I don't like it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then con save. Add
Yep.
advantage.
Why did you roll them all separate?
Because
you
I don't
cast
have
that
them.
many.
Yeah, I don't have it coded in on that sheet, so I just did it. Con save. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. How bad is it?
17 points of bludgeoning damage as you are hit with huge hailstones. The air is
Ow.
frigid and it is hailstoning here. And you can see, similar to the first one, you can see the crystal pretty far away.
Okay,
But there's no obstructions in this one.
I will dimension door to it.
Okay.
And cast shatter.
All right, so give me the con save as you arrive there, but you will cut most of the d8s out of it by doing what you did.
Yes, 21.
Nice. So you'll only take 7 points of bludgeoning damage as you dimension door out. And you pop back out, and the Mephit's like, "You might actually do this.
I'm a grind it
See,
back,
I
baby.
thought I was just sending you off to die."
You see, the Emperor said the same thing. I'll just mumble that as I'm going through. I'll be like, the Emperor said the same thing. And I'll just march past him into the other
In
breacher.
this one. Okay, this one you are in a void,
Oops.
Frickin'
and
awesome.
it is freezing here.
Oh, no.
It is beyond cold. You feel no moisture. Con save, please.
Con save. Got it.
I love that Jeff is just obliviously doing this.
I
Like,
mean, I don't know that I had any other options, my dude. Ooh,
no,
You could've
that's
fucked
why
off
I
and
love
all
it though.
43 points of cold damage
Oh, that's a good one.
as your
40,
life is being just sucked straight out of you.
77.
And like
Lucky
the
sevens,
last
baby.
one, you can see the crystal not too far away, but it's dimension doorable. But you're really glad you don't have to walk this.
Yeah, gonna poof poof and shatter.
All right, then give me one more con save as you take. Oh, what did I just do? Oh, good
Nope,
grief.
that wasn't an advantage. Do it again. Oh, no, do it. Do it. 20. Dirty 20.
Nice.
Nice. That's gonna be real nice. For
I've
you.
rolled really well on my con saves for somebody who doesn't roll well on con saves.
So you're
Yeah,
only
yes.
going to take 31 points of cold damage
All right.
on this one.
109. Start over.
You're
No,
dead.
stop it. Why?
Dude, stop adding numbers.
It just kept going.
If you go over, just hit more nines. That's
99999. It's an error code. And then yeah, shatter.
All right, so the ice wall comes down. Warmer air comes into the room, and the Mephit shivers like he's cold. But that's like what the effect of warm has done to him.
Oh yeah.
Like he's like, that's disgusting. You, young man, have done me a great service.
Can I have a wish?
No, But should you ever need me and what's left of my people, call.
Oh, a business card. I will trade business cards with him.
Okay. He doesn't have a business card.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have pockets.
I'll ask him his name.
But
just for the important of it.
We have the backing of the huge ice mephit and his people. What's left of them?
Does he have a name? I'll ask him if he has a name.
His name is Glarus.
Glarus. All right. Well, Glarus, hopefully we'll see you again sometime.
And he disappears. You have beat my ice method puzzle.
Nice job, dude.
Jeffrey's just gonna strut out and sit down and be like, "Holy hell, it's cold in there." You guys know what shrinkage is? You know, you're dwarves. Never mind, guys. It's halflings aren't meant to be in the cold. And I'm just gonna sit out and shiver for a hot minute.
Yeah, you should probably get some healing or something. You used all your spell slots?
So all of the ones between 2nd and 5th level are, or sorry, 4th level are, no, I still have 1 4th level. So I used all my 2nds, all my 3rds, and 2 of my 4ths.
Okay.
So definitely challenged everything I have as a creature. That was enthralling, riveting, really. But I figured it was better than trying to kill that guy, so... Adam, you're muted. Muted. Adam, muted.
Our party sheet is empty.
That's weird.
Yes,
it's
because
we're in a
we
new
haven't
campaign.
imported any of that stuff
Any of that stuff.
over from Classic.
Conveniently, it's all back
Yeah.
at the keep anyway, and we can't touch it.
I mean, some of... Well, whatever.
Some of
There's
it's in the bag of holding.
Yeah, there's a potion there for you, Jeff.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So you guys can now move on.
Yeah, I don't know how long you guys will let Jeff sit there and try and warm up, but I'm just like, I'm like wrapping my whip around me and just like waiting, waiting.
Yeah.
I knew you were like actually rapping, like, you know, also dropping like fat beats and, you know, like some wordsmithing some stuff.
Jeffrey's
Very nice.
always spitting rhymes.
Yeah. How much time do we...
Jeffrey was kind of hoping for a short rest.
Yeah, I mean, we can totally take a short rest.
All right. Take a short rest. Spend your hit dice if you got them.
Spend them if you got them.
Guys, you know what's nice? Not having Discord crash.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Andy, are you doing Beacon of Hope for the short rest or no? Because I'm going to do the Song of Rest so we can have extra help. And I'm going to
I don't
actually
have
use
a
my
spell slot
Inspiring
for it.
Leader this time as well. You don't have the spell slot for it? What level is it?
3rd.
Crap. I can't give you a 3rd. I could give you a 4th.
I can give you a 5th.
Before we take a short rest.
Yeah.
I could take a 5th.
All right.
I have a 5th level spell I could blow on it, but that seems like a waste. But I could take a 5th and then put it into the 3rd and 2nd, and then spend
That's a
the
good
3rd.
idea.
Yeah, I mean, if you're fine with that, if that's not going to screw you over, then I will immediately throw a fire.
Nice. Like, not even hesitation. Just fireball.
Yep, exactly.
This is now standard practice for the granite backs.
Yeah.
I feel like that should be
And
standard
somebody
practice.
like, you know, if this isn't going to cause a problem, fireball!
Yep.
Yep.
Standard practice for
We
anyone
may be on your
traveling with a
toes.
bastion.
If I ever allow somebody to play the Bastion class again, I may have to re-examine a Bastion Warlock combo and how that
Oh,
just doesn't work as well as others, because
because it's
Yeah.
rude.
short rests and refilling spell slots is not really what the Bastion should
Right.
be doing.
Yeah.
No.
Let's see. So
Agreed.
if we're doing that, I get.
All
I need
right, so we're taking a short rest.
109. I'd
Yep.
like to, yeah.
Hit dice or max?
Hit dice or max.
Okay.
20.
I think part of it is that there needs to be more drawbacks at higher levels for
Or
observing
max.
spells.
Oh, that was max.
Yeah.
You don't need to roll the. Yeah, you don't need.
+4. Yeah, I know.
I think we
I
need to
always-
make it riskier to pick up levels of exhaustion
Yeah.
doing it.
or more likely to pick up a level of exhaustion.
Yeah, as like the spell DC goes up according to the
Mhm.
level of the spell.
Yeah, you absorb more hit dice for each level of spell or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
I definitely made mine blow up the other day. That was fun. I was using one in my tomb group.
Yeah.
I feel like how do
did a
you?
lot of damage. What's up?
What's up, Brian?
I feel like I ask this all the time, but I don't think I actually figured it out yet. How do you change the number of hit dice you have?
In your character, go up to the like where it has your class. So like
Yeah.
Warlock 16.
Way up there.
Yeah, it's really
magnifying glass.
Thank
it's
you.
really not in a smart place.
Yeah.
It's really unintuitive, but yeah, thank you.
Yep. So Herman is looking around, and he sees this room off to the right, and it looks like there is a forge in that room, a very large forge.
Wait, in which room?
Off to the right.
A forge?
Yep.
Seems like a trap.
It's always a trap.
I really want to check it out, though.
We know that this temple is a forge cleric's temple.
I really want to go in it.
You can.
Mm-hmm.
Just move your guy over there, and I will consider you in it.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
All right, so you enter into this room.
You
and
already went.
And this room is set up like to some degree like a stereotypical forge, except it has some interesting like looking blast vents coming from the cold room in the other side. In Thanok and Othig, you guys begin to inspect this, knowing how this type of stuff works. And the way this is set up, it looks like everything is backwards.
What does that
Like,
mean?
this looks like it's actually designed to pull heat from objects.
Oh. Not to produce heat, to pull heat.
It's a heat sink.
Yeah, basically.
Make perception checks.
Oh, the thing that I'm really good at.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm really good at it today.
You are really good at it. So
it's
you and
because
Jeff
we're in a forge.
Kind of at the same time. You're poking around through some of the stuff here. There is a mold for a very large gauntlet. At first, you thought it was just a bench, and then you realize there was a latch on it. So you open it up and you look at it, and you're like, "Oh, these are mold pieces to craft a huge gauntlet."
Does it say anything about the Infinity Stones in here?
No, it does not.
Are you sure?
Does it say Thanos is coming?
Yeah.
No, it says Thanak is coming. That's
Yeah,
right.
No.
so you spelled Thanak wrong.
Yeah.
Nope,
Great.
does not.
Is there a small raccoon with a gun in here?
Mm-mm.
That's really cool. Does it look like anything in here is operational that we could actually do some like magical smithing in here?
Like compared to us, how big is the gauntlet? The mold for the gauntlet?
It is almost dwarf sized.
The gauntlet is almost as big as one of us.
Yeah, you thought the mold at first was a bench until you took the lid off and realized it was a mold.
Guys, I
Yes!
could get inside this gauntlet and pilot it.
I could throw you with the.
Bro,
We would have a missile.
talk about like a rocket punch with a gnome
Yeah.
inside.
Oh, I love it. Oh, this is so great. Yep. That's gonna be our double tech ability.
What did you just say?
Sorry, it's a Chrono Trigger term.
Does Herman does he have any insight into this stuff? Is there anything he could use any of this
Not-
stuff for?
I mean, if he had time to work with it and really to get it to function, he could obviously think of several different uses for of heat pulling forge. You know, it'd help him in crafting some of his artificer type stuff. But at this moment, this thing does not look like you could get it to function in the state that
Like
the
it's not
temple-
operational.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially seeing as how he thinks you just released the cold source.
Hmm. Okay.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
So
All right.
okay. I mean, it's interesting that we saw it.
Yeah.
And so you move into this area of the temple, and it takes a very different feel to it almost immediately. You feel like you've moved more into a general quarters style area rather than the more elegance that the other side was.
Okay.
Where do you want to go, Thanak? You're
I
the
don't know,
guy. You're the
I
guy
know.
leading the way.
Do we want to go? It looks like there's some sort of cave or something up there.
It does. You do see. It looks like some of the tunnel work and the walls have collapsed up ahead.
Okay.
Of what left?
Yeah, let's clear that out.
Okay. So this looks to be an entryway of some sort, but unfortunately, the stairs that lead down or wherever they're going, actually those lead up, have collapsed in upon themselves. This might be a different entrance into the temple from the outside, but
Doesn't
in the
seem to-
calamity is caved in.
Okay.
Does it look like a worm was burrowing through here?
It does not. You don't know about up ahead. Maybe it has, but
Jeez.
I love how Herman's just like right on Thanak's butt.
Seriously, who's
Seriously.
controlling Herman?
I am.
That's
Yeah,
what I
of course
thought,
he
but it was
is.
like, holy cow.
That's so I know exactly where like we
What
are.
we can see. I'm about to start doing brake checks.
So
Suddenly,
so what
Herman's
you see
claws in your
in this
backside.
area is it something definitely has burrowed its way through this into this hallway, but it looks like it was a long time ago. You do see a standing water down below. There's also a hallway off to the left.
Do we want to look at the hole, or do we want to go? I guess Jeff wants to go look at the hole.
Ada,
How deep
hold
is
on.
this water?
It's for you guys. It's about waist deep. So it's up to Jeff's chest. Yep.
So 2.5 feet.
So it looks like whatever burrowed through here up out of the deeps, burrowed into another chamber off to the left. Nearby, this water is quite cold. There is a large hole in the floor over here. It's pretty easy to pick out with your dark vision. You have no idea how far down it goes. The water here is significantly warmer than the air, though.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Which shouldn't surprise you guys because there is a lot of volcanic activity underneath what's left of the city.
Especially in Jeff's butt, apparently.
Well, I say if we can't tell how far down that goes, let's go over here.
Yeah. When you get to the edge of it and look down, you can see what appears to be glowing magma, but it looks a ways down there. It's based on the size of the hole and how wide the magma is, it's maybe a quarter mile down.
Okay. Okay.
This appears to be some sort of old gathering area for putting on displays or whatever. There is something. Well, there is a box sitting on that pillar there.
I will. Do you want me to?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Magical. Is it magical?
It is magical. The box is indeed magical.
I will check for traps. Do you want me to make a specific trap check for it?
What kind of traps are you looking for? Just mechanical?
I would like to look for both.
Oh, Mav would see if it was magically trapped. The mechanical, please.
Okay. That's supposed to be advantage. Hold on. Ugh, first one.
Okay,
31.
31 still good. You do find the chest is trapped with some sort of mechanical. It looks like a release lever.
Okay. Why don't you guys get some distance, and I will try to.
I thought you were gonna say some WD for
The only reason I would say we shouldn't is in order for me to help you, I need to be by you. So I will stay if that's okay.
I'll cast guidance and then walk away.
Yeah.
What do you
Yeah,
mean
that's
help?
I
mean,
can
like-
He
give
can-
the help action, which gives him advantage, but I have to be
Oh,
next to
yeah,
him
okay,
working
that's
on
what
the
I
project.
thought you meant.
Yeah. So I
Um,
will. If you are fine with that, then
I am.
Yeah, then that'll.
Thanak, I will warn you, this device looks fragile.
Dangerous.
It doesn't look complicated, but it looks fragile.
Oh, should I not be standing
You're-
where I'm standing?
Kind of shocked that it's still here.
Would. Do I think it's? I'm sort of asking a mechanical question. Is this like where if I roll low enough it'll just break the whole thing, or is it where I'll have to make a trap check and then like a dexterity check or something like that?
You're not quite sure, but it's obvious that if you for starters, if you do this wrong, it goes wrong real fast.
Okay. So Othek, I would say get some more space.
You mean back up or go around the corner?
Around the corner might be good. Where Mav is.
We gotta save scum this one.
Yeah.
Thanak.
Yeah. And I will stand right here so that if it does explode, my body will hopefully shield some of it.
And I will stand right behind and underneath him as
It's
to
a
be
trap.
as to be shielded from the blast.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Wait for it.
I was gonna give you inspiration as well. Boop.
Oh, as well.
Yeah. I
Remember, you have a war gong.
inspiration, my friend.
So that's 32 plus 37, and Wargong. Hey, 40.
Oh, I forgot to give everybody.
Nice
All right.
war gong. Man,
So this was a
inspiring
30
reminder.
a 30 DC trap.
dude.
Like you go to move it and you grab it with your tweezers and it snaps like right as you touch it. And, but
Oops.
you're quick enough and ready for it that you actually grab the release lever before it pulls, and whatever this thing is attached to is pulling hard. And you hang on to it, and then you manage to wedge something in there so that it can't slide back out, and you have disarmed the collapsing ceiling trap.
Dude!
Oh.
Holy cow!
I don't know if I would have been quick enough, but the only thing
Yeah.
I would have thought to do is cast Force Cage.
Yeah, I just turn around and laugh at everybody. I
No,
almost
no problem.
died.
We almost died.
I'm just curious. I'm gonna roll the 20d10 damage and see.
Oh. It wouldn't kill me because I'm at full health,
It
So
might.
even if it rolled max. But
it would have done 119 damage to you guys.
Oh,
so
man.
Oh my
it wouldn't have killed
gosh.
anybody, but it would have
Yeah.
tore you up pretty good.
yeah,
Hand trapped us probably.
that's
You would have needed that investiture of stone again.
yeah.
So opening this box
yeah.
up, then you find inside of it. You open it up, and you are affronted by extraordinary cold.
Oh, not again.
Yep. Jeff backs up immediately out of like
He just
PTSD.
hobbles away.
And inside are humanoid-sized gauntlets that are covered in frost. And as they're open and exposed to the air, you begin to. There's more frost forming on them.
Can I, without picking them up, right away, would I be able to cast Identify on them?
You do have to handle an item to use Identify.
Well, that's fine. I will do that. I will cast Identify on it.
Okay, please make a Constitution saving throw as you begin to handle these things.
Well, that's fine.
Mike, your terror saves, are they wisdom based?
Usually, yeah.
Okay.
So are you giving yourself terror on cold?
I don't know. I don't wanna, but
So, Thanak, you take 10 points of cold damage as you cast Identify on these things. So make your Arcana check. What level are you ritual casting Identify?
I can only ritual cast.
Okay, so you're gonna make 2 more con saves for me, please, because you're gonna have to handle these for a while.
Okay.
What is he holding?
The gauntlets.
Again, with the question, are they made of metal? Could I cast heat metal on them to counteract
I
some
would
of the cold?
suggest not doing that.
Yeah, but you're
Only because I don't know how that's going to interact with
the Identify.
The items,
Hey.
the Identify and the items yet. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what this thing
is
does.
the only thing I'm made for.
The next one was a 30?
22 and a
Oh,
half.
I
that's
rolled
good.
a 30 on the second one, yeah.
Okay. So that one you'll take another 16.
Oof.
Okay.
I guess while you're doing this, I'll inspire you again for your Arcana check.
I will
Okay,
assist with the Arcana check.
Okay.
All right, and that one
Oh,
you
the
are
15.
going to fail, but it was a low roll, thankfully, so you'll only take 18.
Andy, you can cast guidance for that, can't you?
Yep.
Because if you can cast guidance, I can help
If
him.
he casts guidance...
I
oh,
can help.
wait.
I can help with
Okay.
everything.
Perfect,
Because
yep.
I'm a bard.
What did you say was 18 damage?
Yep.
Oof, you were taking a beating.
I mean, not really. I've taken 10% of my health.
Hey, you've taken around as much damage as I took inside the cold well, alright?
All right. So
okay.
you now go ahead and make your identification check.
That'll...
So
you
that's
already
an
got rid of them.
advantage.
Never mind.
I have...
Oh.
So there's a D10 for that. Oh, that's a good D10
I think he
for
knows
that.
what they are.
So that was the D10 for the 20. This is the D10 for the inspiration.
Yeah.
Not as good, but that's fine. And then this is
D4 for guidance.
guidance. There we go. Wow.
Oh.
All right. So we're talking,
Can't win 'em all.
44.
yeah,
44.
44. Okay.
44.
So
He's the Wargaunt.
I already
These-
used it. I used
these
it in
are
the last one.
gauntlets.
Yeah,
gauntlets
he's
but
before.
these are the grips of the Everfrost.
Dude.
They are an item that is intended to be used with another set of items. You feel immediately that they are not complete. You do feel that there is a drawback to them, though, but you don't know what it is. So
Yeah.
mechanically, they're cursed, but
Okay.
you did not roll high
Don't
enough
know
to
what
know
they
what
are.
what the curse does, but you know they're
Okay.
dangerous. You also know that if you attune to them, you are immune to their cold damage and you have resistance to cold. You also deal an extra 2d8 cold damage when you hit something with a melee
Yikes.
attack
Yikes.
while wearing these things.
We need to put those things on Othig.
I have a question about curses. I know mechanically in the game, remove curse just lets you take a cursed item off.
Mm-hmm.
Can you remove a curse from an item?
That's more like a quest level type of event.
Sure. Okay, but it's something that could be done.
It is something
Okay.
that could be done, and the more powerful the item is, obviously, the harder
The
it
more-
is to
sure.
remove the curse.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Does it seem to be that these things would be safe
You blacked
Would
out.
be safe. Yep.
in a bag of holding?
Yeah. I mean, they were in this box, and everything around the box was fine.
I suppose. I just didn't know if the box was enchanted to restrain that or something.
So learning that, would we learn whether or not casting legend lore on these would be advantageous?
They're extraordinarily powerful.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume this thing is a type of legendary.
Do we know
do you
from
have Fledgling?
experience? I mean, yeah, that's how I learned about the granite packs.
Yeah, but I thought you got rid of it.
The granite packs?
Got rid of the granite packs? No, I think you might actually be right. Oh, you're right. I
Wait.
don't have it anymore.
Is this all a dream? You did get rid of the granite packs?
I mean, no. That is
Not yet.
counterproductive. You're correct,
Okay.
Adam. I did get rid of it. I took C9
Okay.
instead,
Oh, that's right. That's what you
which is coming way more handy,
did. Yeah.
making us all look like pirates and all looking like Asmodeus' wife.
So yeah, I'll put these things in the bag of holding.
Okay, you're not taking the box then?
Let's take the box.
Does
Why
the
not?
box? Andy looked at the. Is the box magical in any kind, or was the magic from it?
Yeah, it's aberration magic.
Aberration magic.
The box protects the gauntlets and keeps the magic of the gauntlets from hurting.
Does
the
it
people
look
that are
like
carrying it.
what part was fragile? Was it a trap or was it?
It was the
box
trap.
itself?
It was the trap
Yeah,
Okay.
it was a
that
hairpin
you
trigger
found
on
in
a
the
ceiling
latching
gun.
mechanism. Basically, there was a pull wire that ran in between the filigree of the box underneath the latching mechanism. So if you open the box without disarming that, it dropped the ceiling.
Yeah. It's a hairpin trigger
But
and
the
a
box
ceiling
is,
gun.
you can now move the box if you want.
I will carefully move the box just to make sure that it's like trapped to as soon as you move the box. There's
Nope, you're good.
Yeah, let's put the gauntlets in the box and carry that. How big is the box? Is it
About like a Christmas box size. A little bit taller, maybe a little bit smaller, but Christmas box.
okay?
I
Shoe
don't
box.
okay. I was like, I don't immediately associate a size with that.
I was
Oh,
like,
I was
Mike,
thinking
you're
like
saying a term that none of us know. What's a Christmas box?
like when you go to Kohl's and you buy a shirt and they give you a box for the shirt.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay,
All right.
all right.
Yeah. I'm on
Shirt
board now.
box.
Are
But you
are
don't
we all
get
faking we
boxes
know
that
what that
for
is? 'Cause I
shirts
don't
any
know
other
what it
time of
is.
the year. Christmas box.
Yeah, okay. I'm on board now.
I must not buy presents for people. I have no idea what you're talking about. I can't tell if I'm supposed to be ashamed at the moment or not.
Yeah.
Go to Kohl's,
awesome.
buy a shirt, comes in a box. What kind of fancy shirts are you buying, rich man?
Don't worry about it, Tony.
When I
It's
was
fine. It
when I
really is
was,
probably actually fine.
when I was identifying the gauntlets,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna make the assumption that they were the same gloves that or gauntlets that were being made, but do they look? They're clearly not the same size.
No, they're
But-
not the same size.
But does the mold look like it was the mold for this?
Like, are you
pretty hard
asking if
to
it's a
tell.
miniature version of it?
Or if, like, in the process of being magical, it also to, like, because we're here, did it magically just fit to our?
The last person that wore them probably was our size. I
Or
mean, they
something
were
like that,
probably made for the Titan that wielded that giant spear.
Nobody wielded it.
I thought someone did to destroy half the Mephit's planet.
Mm-hmm. That's what the
Oh,
Muppets
that's
told you.
right.
So we don't know who wielded it, but we know somebody wielded it, and they destroyed half a planet. We never asked who he was.
Nope.
Dang it! I must use sending.
I mean, he's still down there. We can go talk to him.
No, he poofed. He disappeared.
Well,
Yeah.
he said that if we called, he would come.
Yeah. But was it?
You're
was
gonna
that
use sending just to find out this guy's name.
Yes.
No.
I see no
Um,
downside. The sending spell with any chaotic level player like myself is just an
Yeah.
awful thing.
It really is.
Yeah,
Um,
I need to.
But yeah, no. But does it look like the mold was same?
They're very similar. It's the size difference makes it really hard to tell,
Sure.
but
Wait, we
I don't
know
think-
who wielded this. We know from the dead guy. It's
From what
it's
I remember
the
from
name
the
of
dead
the
guy,
didn't give you specifics. He told you it was wielded and that the wielder
Oh, okay.
destroyed
Right.
the city.
And then the name of the weapon is something's bane.
Allura's Bane.
Allura's bane. Do we know who would have been fighting Allura?
No.
Maybe Allura is the one who is wielding it.
Maybe, or it was created to kill Allura. Usually when you name something someone's bane, it's meant to be bad for them.
Like Isildur's Bane?
I don't know what that means.
Isildur.
Isildur. I'm thinking in the sense that it's ironical because the person who was meant to carry it killed themselves.
Yeah,
Oh.
I mean,
Because they keep saying,
Oops.
whoever, like,
It's
this
gonna destroy
thing
the
will
world.
destroy the world.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's
We
possible.
definitely
should
should have gotten that Mephit story. Anyway.
Well, yeah, it happens.
I mean, I'm sure we'll have another War in the Hells or something that we'll call a Mephit army to help us.
I mean, you can talk to this dude anytime you want.
I don't know that I should.
We could ask the water guy.
We could ask Joral. We should ask Joral.
Also,
we
the
have
other
gauntlets.
thing is that you know from identifying these things now that there's some part missing from these gauntlets.
Yeah, it might be in the other direction. He said, "What you seek is in that direction.
Is in
What you
both
seek is
directions,
also
yeah.
in that direction." So
Yeah.
we can go
Yeah,
back
yeah.
that way.
Yep.
Talk to water, dude.
Yep. All right.
But what's down here? What's in here?
Jor-El, the Marquis of
what's in
Ukual.
Those appear to be quarters of some kind from somebody who was kind of uppity up, most likely from the decor on the walls, but they have long been emptied of valuables.
I want to make sure.
Make a
Thanak.
investigation check then.
Thanak,
I'll
search
do
this
one
room.
too.
Well, you do it.
A search check, so it's perception or investigation.
Oh.
Re-roll that. I'm helping you. I'm not good at a lot, but I'm going to help you.
Do you remember when our characters started and we did the opposite? You failed. You rolled a 1, and I helped
I do remember. Anyway,
you. Come full circle. We can retire now.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
So, Jeff, your diligence pays off. You begin to search the quarters, the chamber that looks more bedroom-like due to its size and facing, and there are some murals on the wall of sea elven women, and you are feeling around for things.
Yeah, I am.
And a little bit of bosom pushing pops open a secret compartment. Inside,
it's always the boob button.
There is a diamond. It is quite large. It is sitting on a pedestal, like a little pronged pedestal. It's maybe
So much wrong
dime
with
size.
this imagery at the moment.
Thanak, check for traps, because I really just wanted to snatch it, but I know I should.
Yeah, I will.
I'm surprised that you didn't just snap it.
I literally, my mouth was agape because I was waiting for Mike to stop explaining, and I was like, grab it. And then he took long enough to tell the story that I second thought myself.
Thanak, this is trapped.
Yeah,
there is a gas trap that is weighted. Were Jeffrey to lift this diamond, it would have released some sort of gas from some vents behind.
Is this a booby trap?
Mike, I have never wanted to see your reaction more.
Yeah, I'm really sad. I was waiting 3 whole seconds to say that.
I actually just fist pumped. I was so excited that somebody picked up on it because I was about to say you solved the booby trap.
Yeah.
Oh,
This night is complete.
I'm
Can we call it for now? I think that's
I'm so glad that we record. Because that might make it into a gag reel that we'll never get rid of.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Because Ryan innocently but not innocently just declaring, "Is this a booby trap?" Can he have inspiration for that? Can he
at least
please?
3 whole seconds?
He
waited
needs to
saying
use
that.
the ones he's got.
Can I
I
have
do.
his?
I got 2. I got to use.
Oh man.
So you can attempt to disarm this trap if you wish.
Oh yeah, before I run away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Attempt to cop a feel on the track.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Baby.
Yep.
Nice.
You disarm this trap, and you realize that this is a petrification gas,
Oh.
and there is a lot of it.
Oh.
Can we bottle it? Is it
you
in a bottle?
don't have
Can we
you
get
don't
the
have
bottle?
access to it. He can tell what it is by the calcium buildup around the vents. So you'd have to take apart the wall in a way that doesn't release the trap.
Yeah.
We have an artificer. Can we plug all the holes with tubes and siphon them into a bottle?
He doesn't have the materials for that.
We're coming back. We know
But
where it
you-
is. Oh no, we're gonna break the temple.
Are you sure, Tony, that you don't want to change your wish?
I just need some alchemy supplies. That's my wish. That's a stupid wish, but I will.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a
I
real
need
stupid
I
wish.
need a pet gorgon. That's
I
my
need
wish.
50,000 gold pieces of alchemy supplies because that doesn't break the wish. I can't twist a 50,000 gold piece value.
Oh, that's right. Because a wish you have to be very specific in your.
Unless
Yeah.
you wish for the things in the
I
book
mean-
that are listed in the spell.
I'll have to look that up.
You don't have to
Like-
be specific. It's just
And
It's
could be
gold.
very
You should.
detrimental.
You
Yeah,
should
but
be.
you should.
All right,
So-
we are going back to the other direction.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right.
100%. We're
I'm
gonna go.
already moving.
We're gonna ask Joral on
Okay.
our way. We're gonna ask him about the Method Planet, who the wielder was, and some of those gaps that we've obviously left.
Yeah, who is Allura?
Allura is the craftsman who made the spear. Her husband, Alris, is the one who wielded it. Alris killed her with it shortly after destroying the Method's planet and forcing them into service. He had hoped to capture the Gaius, the lord of the Methods, ice Methods, in order to force him to keep the spear cool to make it a more functional weapon. And when Gaius refused, that's when he destroyed their planet.
What a jerk!
Yeah.
And he brought back the wrath to his home planet, where he ended up fighting with his wife about it, ended up killing her in the process, and then was so angry he tossed the spear down, and that's when it broke the city.
Oops.
Oh.
All right.
I would like to ask where the Method Planet is.
In the astral sea somewhere. He's never been there.
Okay.
Oh. Your favorite place, Danik?
I know. Let's go.
We're gonna be astral pirates.
I
I mean,
don't.
we already were.
I just want to make it clear. I would abandon this entire campaign in a drop.
We're all aware. We're all
Yeah.
aware. Look,
If
I'm
we
not saying
could
I
just
don't want to go
go-
back there. Like, I was super intrigued. I was like, oh man, I feel like there's so much we could like explore out
Yeah.
here, but we
There is
have things
so-
to do.
I mean, it's like you do whatever the heck you want in the astral sea. I can come up with some new cockamamie thing. I can do it
Yeah.
because it's in the astral drift. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's there.
Yeah. But
You're about to land on a planet that is a cow.
yeah. The
Welcome
the
to Bessie.
Queen
It'd
and
be
the
utterly
martyr
ridiculous, but
and the shepherd are all like, we need you to help us, and I'm like, see
Can't
ya.
busy. Sorry.
Going to
You-
outer space.
Your planet has things to deal with. Asmodeus lives there. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
all right.
We're gonna go pilot that void craft that
Utterly ridiculous.
sucks everything up. The I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
You move into this room, and I'm assuming the whole party's here, even though
Yeah.
two of
Yes.
you are not here yet. You gotta
No,
run
I'm
across
sorry.
the map. It's all good.
Sorry, I'm just hanging out with with Mav.
Yep.
Yep. Gosh, the map
I
moves
would
so
say it would
slow.
be it's safe to drag yourself back to Jorah's for sure. There are no secrets hidden in there anywhere.
Secrets.
Actually,
where'd my
it's
icon go?
probably safe to drag yourself all the way to the party.
It's a lot more fun to just run around on the map, though.
I have
It is.
noticed if you try to drag too much, it just drops your character.
Yeah, that just happened to me actually.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I just zoomed.
Yeah,
To where I found myself.
I fetched you.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to play with something, so I fetched you. All right, so once you all walk into this room, a magical barrier
Dang it.
forms around the room, and you begin to hear a voice.
So is this me stuck in here?
Are we all in here
Separate?
then, or
No,
not?
you're all in here. It's
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. because it didn't seem like there was a big deal going on in here. So you go to pass through the room, and that's when the barrier pops up. And it's a woman's voice. And she asks you, why do you seek my bane?
Because we're going to punch a hole in a god.
That is perhaps the second most arrogant thing I have ever heard.
I've been really good in here so far. I had to say something stupid. I'm sorry. I've kept it inside for this whole
Oh my
temple.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
You
And this is where we're going to end up.
Succeeded in being a fool.
Yeah,
Yep.
props.
Jeff, make an intelligence saving throw.
I'm not.
Oh gosh.
Why
I'm
that
glad
one?
it's just him.
Why that one? We're gonna punch a hole.
Look, man, if you can't get out of this, get in this room. You're here too. Oh
I
my
can't.
gosh.
Hold on.
One.
Hold on. Huh. Yes! It's meant to be.
It was totally
That-
meant to be.
And that's the second time that's
Yeah.
happened. Have you ever gotten
Roll-
that out of yourself?
Have I ever actually succeeded on something? No.
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
And
No, that's not
Othig is
true.
usually my victim when it comes to rolling 2 nat 1s in a row, by the way.
Jeffrey, in
Yeah.
your mind, you see a vision.
Oh, God.
I suppose everybody sees it because you're telepathically linked, but you're the one taking the 36 points of damage from it.
Oh, that's good.
You see a light blue-skinned woman who she's
Oh.
very ripped. She's attractive. Like you can tell she's wearing a smith's apron. And she passes the gauntlets to another light blue-skinned elven man who kisses her on the cheek and says, I'm off to destroy a planet, and then we'll kill the gods. And
That's
she
where
just
you'll
looks
leave it?
sad,
Yeah.
and she says, are you sure this is the only way? And he says, this is my way.
Oh.
And he turns and leaves.
See the.
Can I?
I just. Oh,
He
okay.
and he was wearing the gauntlets.
Yep.
Can I?
Was he wearing anything else?
Like do like a trail through Jeff's mind to like go to where the source is psychically?
Wow, that's a weird way to use your power, but sure. Yeah, make a check. Make one of your
Well,
brain
he's
power checks.
doing that. I just want to respond to her. The last time we fought him, he flushed us into hell, where we had to kill Asmodeus, and I don't want to
Yeah,
have
keep-
to kill
keep her
any
talking.
other gods. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Keep
I'm
her on
gonna,
the line.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
You got
keep her on the line. We're gonna get the trace.
Yeah.
Are you actually the FBI?
So, Thanak, you back trace the psychic call, and
Oh God, who
it is
dis?
coming from a figure that is standing like right next to Jeff. You now see it. It materializes. It is a tortured and destroyed version of this woman that you saw in the vision. And as soon as she realizes that you followed her, your eyes lock, and you're gonna have to roll initiative for next
Oh.
week.
Yep.
Can
I knew
I-
it.
Can I say though, while I like see her in her head, maybe she should have been more supportive to her.
Oh gosh.
See, don't even argue with us next week about whether or not you started the fight.
Oh, I totally started this.
I was just about to say like I'm hoping we can talk ourselves down from this, and
Nah.
then you just
Nah.
noped it.
See,
No,
I would
she
like to say-
invaded my friend's brain.
no, that's
Not
not true.
okay.
That's not true.
No, it's
I
not
am a giant
true.
fool, and I let her in. I can't be
That's
upset when the
true.
door's not locked.
That is the true part.
I can't be mad when the door's not locked. People are just allowed in there whenever they want.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
not how that works.
For for you have a spell. Jeffrey's just an open mind book. He's just like, whatever, I'll think about stuff. Let's go.
Are you kidding
Worried
me?
by
You're not
Fazergul,
rocking
and he's
eight
just like-
intelligence.
Fazergul knows all of my secrets.
All right, gentlemen. Well,
All right.
that's where I'll leave
Oh,
you for
yeah,
tonight.
stop the recording.
And I'm gonna bounce.
Yeah.
I got a pretty